Oh, so close to me, you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Oh, so close to me, you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the world. Woo! How are you? Thanks for joining us. I'm holding the microphone a little bit weird. We're doing a little switch up, a little different situation today. We usually go to Otter House Studios. All us haters, all you haters, come find us every last Tuesday of the month at Otter House. But we decided, let's switch it up. We're wanted men. The last 2 weeks have been
exciting.
Absolutely exciting is a great word for it, sure. And we just couldn't go to our normal locations. We're in hiding right now. We're in an undisclosed location, bringing you the show.
Looks a little bit. If you're not new to the show, it looks pretty familiar, I would say.
And we have our guest host, Larry Legend, in the house.
Welcome, Larry.
He said he's happy to be here. And most importantly, this is the best part of the show. I love a Larry. I love a ringside Sean, who, by the way, are both flying to Los Angeles.
With his tooth? He's definitely flying. Are you sure? I think there's doubt in his flight.
I mean, Brian, could you suspend your disbelief for 1 second? Just let me finish.
Well, I love wrestling. I always suspended belief.
Why'd you have to ask me about Sean's tooth right in the middle of my spiel?
I interrupt.
So Larry and Sean are on their way to WrestleMania, allegedly. Larry for sure. Sean, maybe his tooth blows up. Who knows? We'll find out later. But the most important thing, man, the thing that I love so much, it warms my cold, cold heart, is we are joined this week by the engineer, greatest engineer of all pro wrestling YouTube shows on this channel. And that is the man, the myth. I'm not going to say legend. Bald Steve, the bald one in the house.
Happy to be here, everybody. Love you all.
Hey, cheers. Hey, you know
Cheers.
what, Steve? Cheers.
Let's go to the behind the scenes. For
Good
the
to see you. Good to see you. Cheers. Cheers.
Security camera footage.
Security camera footage, just in case you fall over backwards.
Yeah, we could just cut to this.
Brian, we already have a question in the chat. They want to know if your fiance makes you sit on a towel because you're prone to spilling.
No, it's not a towel. Actually, it's a black craft blanket. It's a blanket because we get chilly. You get chilly. And we like to use blankets.
Nice.
So this is just a complete...
It's for decoration. It's a black craft. It's a black craft goddamn blanket. Very comfortable.
So it's just by chance that you're sitting on...
If I wasn't sitting here, the blanket would still be here.
If he wasn't sitting...
The blanket's always here.
What if the blanket wasn't there? Would you still be sitting there?
I mean, yes.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks.
There you go.
There you have it.
You heard it here first, Urka.
Welcome to the show. Today on the show,
Got it. Thank
first
you.
and foremost, we have a dope giveaway. Where's the giveaway stuff?
I got him, damn it.
Where's the giveaway stuff?
There's
Put down
two.
the mug of alcohol, Brian.
There's 2 giveaways.
Two delectable, delicious giveaways.
I'll zoom in on them.
Are you going to zoom in?
There you go.
So, the top overall donator. Now, this is a thing that we've had to discuss now because we've had so many donations in the last 2 weeks.
Thank you.
And thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you,
For the
Steve,
donations.
for thanking
Yeah.
the donations.
Yeah.
So, basically, see, there's no mute button, Steve. So when I burp, I have to
Yeah, yeah.
turn my head.
Away.
Usually at home, I could mute. But basically, so we've decided that it used to be the top donation, right? Mm-hmm. We used to do just like if you were at $20, somebody came in at the very end and put $20.01. Well, guess what? You're the winner. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding,
right?
ding, ding.
But now, in the interest of fairness, you guys both overruled me. We did a 2 or 3 votes.
Yeah.
That the cumulative donations will be the winner.
Right.
Yeah. So the total donation, your total of donations, if you are generous
donate
enough to
$1,
donate more than once.
Right. If you generate $1.
We just got a subscriber. Wow, that was weird. I heard the Undertaker dong.
Yes, that's the dog. Hey, Bruiser Cap, thanks for the subscription, yo. Hope you're watching. Hope you're enjoying.
So good.
Brian, break it down for us.
Right. You can donate $1 4 times.
And then that's $4.
That would be
that's
$4.
your total.
Yes.
That's
Right.
your total.
But if someone donates
5,
they'll win. They'll have pick of both. They'll have first pick of the prize.
Yes.
Then the person that donated $4 with $1 each time will get the second prize.
Yeah. So
Does that make sense?
it goes
Does
like
that make
this.
sense to anybody?
Okay, Steve,
it goes
please.
like this.
You're the math guy here.
The person who gave the most money, even if you donated more than once, a bunch of times, if you gave the most money, you get the choice of what prize you want. But the person who does the single largest single donation will get the prize that the other one doesn't
runoff,
get. Yeah.
the leftovers.
And you could be both. You could win both if your single one outweighs
Right, that's why we
the other
wanted to
thing.
do it that way. We wanted the people to have the option to drop a 20 spot and win both. And honestly, I know 20 spots sounds like a lot, but we're giving away some dope shit, Brian. You're going
what is
into
it?
the eaves. You're going into the archives.
Well, this
Yeah, what do we got?
pass right here is from a very special event.
Well, that's the thing. You can't tell it's from a special event. You're gonna have to take us on our word. But an H2O staff pendant is pretty dope.
Right. Can I say where it is from?
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
It is from the H2O Destiny event when Matt Tremont wrestled Onita
Oh,
in the explosion match.
that's the last time that me and Cass were friends. Hey, just a reminder: all our enemies die slow.
Shout out.
Shout out.
New motto. Can you hold it actually even closer to the lens?
Oh, the
Actually,
prize?
give it to me. I'll hold it up.
Yes.
So you can really see a good shot. There it is. And look, it's autographed.
Yes, by 3 out of 5.
3 of 5 Boulevard
three
Blues.
to
You got
five.
you got a Brian signature. You got a PK signature.
Rare
And you got a
signatures.
Bald Steve signature.
There's a Brian, there's a PK, and there's Bald Steve. But my first ever autograph as
That
Bald
pink,
Steve.
that pink really pops though. It's the pink. The pink looks great. We should have just used pink.
So that's one of the two.
Yeah. What's the other one?
The second one is probably more sought out, honestly, because no one really cares about our signatures. But it's a collective trading card pack from GCW. Chaseless. There's no chase card because I kept it. Sorry, but we're giving this away basically.
What was the chase card that you kept?
I can't remember. It was. I think it was Effie's dog, and
Cranberry.
maybe Moxley was the other one.
John Moxley,
remember.
Effie's dog.
Right.
The elusive.
I can't remember. The
Very, very rare. Right now, only one of them in the world. Bald Steve autograph.
It's true.
Quite elusive. And I don't want to figure this.
The elusive Bald Steve autograph.
Anybody-
Actually, the elusive Blvd Steve autograph. It says.
What I'm hoping is that a card collector of very, very high motivation bids the most and grabs the cards. So that maybe like a true Bullies, like an Urka, Logan
gets the
gets the SIGs.
I hope so.
is cool,
if this
man.
is even if you want to give money.
Yo,
which-
you know what? If
that
you
would be
don't
nice.
want to, I will gladly keep that. That's kind of like it just became
So
something
donate
that
to
I,
steal it from Pat.
Yeah, it's kind of something I now want. as
Yeah.
well.
Cool. It is honestly. That was a fun event. Honestly,
That was a great event.
that was the last event we saw Marcus Crane.
Nice.
He mosh pitted in the parking lot to Every Time I Die with us.
That's great.
Wow, yo, that
Shout out.
Eat It album just came out. We were there nice and early, barbecuing in the
were so
parking lot,
Mm.
slinging merch, had our tablecloth. Wow, that was a great time.
Got my
We were
Onita signature.
Oh, you got your Onita signature? We were blasting Eat It in the parking lot. That's a great time. Shout out everybody, Logan, Sean. I see you, Sean. Shout out to your tooth. See, the thing about Sean's tooth is that
Feel better, bud.
the cabin pressure could explode his entire skull.
You're gonna scare him. He's in the chat.
Well, I mean, we spoke about it earlier this evening.
True. He knows. He knows what he's
Gotta be
getting himself
careful.
into.
Yeah,
That
like
cabin
his
pressure.
all like if the cabin pressure gets trapped in his like filling, all of his teeth could explode.
Yeah. Everyone.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it's
Imagine
brutal.
sitting next to him.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for watching the show. Today we are going to talk about theater kids in wrestling. We're going to talk about Grillo's Pickles.
Yep.
We are going to give our WrestleMania predictions. We're going to talk about CM Punk versus John Moxley, Instagram, social media, podcast beef.
Yep.
Is there anything else I forgot?
I think that sounds about right.
Oh, we have political intrigue.
Yeah.
Our former friend Matt Binder
Yep.
is at the
He's
forefront
still a
of
friend.
Well,
Former
no, not
former
former friend.
former classmate
former classmate
and current friend.
and current still dear friend
Yeah.
Matthew J. Binder,
Yep. Yeah.
the political analyst.
The J stands for
political
journalist.
Pontificator,
Yep.
the journalist.
Yep.
Probably the best hair in all of journalism. Definitely
great
the
hair.
shortest in all of journalism. and he basically broke a story that I can't wait to tell you guys. I'm going to read you guys all these tweets. It's like a CNN type of thing.
A lot of things to talk about.
That's not really CNN. It's more like an internet Twitter thing.
Yeah.
Into it.
A lot of things to talk about, but what's first?
Wow, Steve, thank you so much for the guidance that I definitely need.
Desperately
because
need.
I was already heading there, dude. I was already
I'm just trying to help you
I was
home.
about to put a button on it, go right into. So those are the things we spoke about.
Yeah.
But let's start off with what I want to talk about, what I want to hear about, what I've been telling Steve that I want to hear about.
Oh yeah.
Steve, how do you say it in French, though?
Oh, who the main man is?
Yeah, how do you say it?
We're gonna talk about Robert Noir.
Robert Noir. See, I thought we invented Roberto Negro. No. But Brian just took that from the pod and said that. So now we have to change it up. Go Robert Noir.
Robert Noir. I like it.
Yep.
So basically what we're alluding to is that Brian took a pilgrimage to hell
Yep.
for XPW. And oh Lord, what news they made.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground reporting. So without further ado, the first segment of Blvd Bullies versus the World in studio. Don't forget the giveaways. The giveaways. But before we start anything, please, I need you, Brian, to give us a boots on the ground account of XPW. What was it? Here Comes the Revenge?
Here comes revenge.
Wow.
Is it Here Comes Revenge?
Was it spelled
Here comes
C-U-M?
Was it spelled?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It should have been.
I swear to God, the
Yeah,
second
missed opportunity there. Opportunity there, Robert.
Robert Noir.
All right, so you want me to take you through the show?
I want you to take. You know what? I want
journey.
you to
It's a freaking
rewind.
journey.
I want you to rewind until. I want you to rewind to the morning where you're at Staples getting this printed out.
Oh, the heads.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you now that they actually made a mistake, and I got 2 for 1.
2 heads for 1.
2 heads for 1.
I hear that Larry
has, yes.
does that for certain fans.
That's I won't say if that's true or not, but it sounds like he might.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me take you through the show.
Larry, looking a little
Without
stiff
interrupting
tonight.
me, God damn it.
I'm gonna interrupt you.
Let me take you through the show. Larry opened up this show beautifully. And then he brought out.
I told you to start us at Staples, dude.
Well, Staples is not what the people want to know about.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
yeah,
to tell
yeah.
you.
I
All right,
agree.
fast forward.
I
Fast
agree.
forward.
Sorry to tell
Steve, what's the fast forward sound? All right, here we
What
go.
the people want to know. The first thing that Larry does.
When
is
did you take the acid? On the train on the way there? Did you take the train on the way there? Or did you wait till like during the show?
I took 1 before and then 1 during.
Yes.
This guy is an animal.
Like how far? Like at intermission? At intermission?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Great timing.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Brian, without
Thanks.
further
Thank you
ado,
again.
Steve, from this point on,
No interrupting.
if you want to interrupt, you got to raise your hand. Same for me, all right?
Gotcha. I'll just cut to me like this.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Go
raise
ahead,
your
Brian.
fucking hands.
Please, Brian.
damn it.
Please, Brian. Sorry. Go ahead, Brian. Bad
Right.
take, Brian,
So,
the merch guy.
Right, bad take, Brian, 1 punch guy. But Larry introduces the Soul Taker by his original name, the N Taker.
The end taker?
The N word taker.
Wow.
He goes there. He instantly goes there, Larry.
Right off
Love
the bat.
you for
At
it.
the beginning of the show.
Right off the bat. Right
Now,
off the bat.
wait. Let me stop you. Let me interrupt you. Did Robert Black introduce Larry?
No. Larry came out and introduced the show, and then Robert Noir. Robert, no, it's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
Roberto Negro is easier to say.
Yeah, true.
All right,
Steve,
well,
what
Your
would
choice.
It be, what would
Dealer's
it be
choice.
in German?
German? It's like Robert Schwarz.
that sounds offensive.
It does. It sounds a little like.
But
Brian hates the Germans.
you can't. You know, I'm a Jew.
fair.
They did terrible things to my family.
Yeah. Jesus.
The blacks or?
The Germans.
Oh, okay, right, okay. I'm sorry.
Roberto's family?
Nazis. Damn it.
I got confused.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
Well.
Reel it back in.
Okay.
All right, here.
So
what were we talking about?
I don't
Larry
know.
introduces the Soul Taker as the N-word taker.
Damn.
And then the N-word taker is wrestling Mr. Fantastic, and he refers to Mr. Fantastic as Mr. F-word-tastic.
He changed one
He is
letter
a-
from
he is-
fan.
Right.
And
He is a homosexual
Larry
man.
did this?
No. The N-word taker did this.
oh God.
So Larry introduced the N-word taker.
Right.
N-word taker comes out, introduces and
No,
calls
La-
out
La- Larry-
fanboy.
Mr. Fantastic's already in the ring. Mr. Fantastic's already in the ring, and
And he
Larry's
goes
doing
Mr.
introductions.
Fan, but not F-A-N.
Mr. The Soul Taker, N-word Taker,
Yep. Whew. We'll get there.
interrupts Larry as we do each other.
He didn't even raise his hand.
He didn't raise his hand at all.
Damn.
And then he calls Mr. Fantastic, Mr. F-word,
Tastic.
Tastic.
Yeah, brutal.
Then they proceed to do their match. It's a good match.
Sounds like a hoot already.
It's a good match.
Sounds like classic XPW.
We're doing a speed run here. The second match.
Why speed run,
because
Brian? We're
there's so
only
many things.
21 minutes
Listen
in
to
here.
me, because the second match, J.J. Allen breaks his tailbone.
Ooh.
Oh, is that the guy who
Jumps off
jumped
the fucking balcony
with the chair?
With the chair.
Yo, Steve, I got to tell you
Yeah,
about this.
tell me about this.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Brian.
You can interrupt
But
me all
Steve,
night.
Steve, I am looking through the stories that Brian is filming on Bullies
Yeah.
from his first-hand account.
Yeah. So Brian's there.
And he's got the Bullies.
He's got
Instagram.
Bullies.
Full bully.
Journalism
And he's
happening.
doing stories.
Excellent.
Bully.
And like, I don't even know how to describe this really, but like, Brian is right on the guardrail.
There was no guardrail.
Oh wow. See, yeah.
They moved the guardrails out of the way.
Well, whatever.
So is it like a ring and like you're just right up against the ring?
I'm saying for them to do this spot,
Mm-hmm.
they took apart the guardrails to set up tables.
Okay, I'm sorry. So
Okay.
I thought that you were in the entranceway, but they moved them.
Gotcha.
But like imagine like a lane of guardrails.
Gotcha.
And Brian is like to the right of these guardrails.
I'm right there.
And like this, I guess it was a triple threat.
It was triple threat, yes.
So the two wrestlers are on the floor fighting, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm going to interrupt you. It was Lucky 13, Kid Osborne, and JJ Escobar.
Great.
JJ Allen.
Great.
Why'd you say Escobar?
I don't know.
Cartel.
I don't know why I said Escobar.
So it's a triple threat, right? So the two wrestlers, Steve, are fighting like by these guardrails, and there are doors laid across.
Gotcha.
The two guardrails, right? Because someone's getting slammed, right?
Someone's
And
going slamming through
Brian
there.
is
Might be
right there at the guardrail, like being like, "Fuck you,"
Prime
blah,
angle.
blah, blah, doing his thing. Bad take, Bri, right?
Yep.
And then like what you don't realize, and I feel like you were in serious danger after
You
watching
could have
this,
landed right on my head.
is that a guy? What unbeknownst to Brian,
Yeah.
there was a guy preparing himself like in the fucking like
the rafters?
Yeah,
in the rafters
I wasn't paying attention to him.
Wow.
I wasn't paying
on the
attention.
second level.
Yeah, holy shit.
And the thing about this guy jumping was that he didn't just jump. He took a lawn chair and did like
It was like watching Jackass.
it's like
sat
he
in a lawn
jumped
chair
with the lawn chair
through the tables, dude.
in his sitting position. But the scary thing was that Brian was standing right there.
Yeah, it was-
it's like
he could have landed on Brian.
Yeah, he could have
Yeah.
landed.
Landed
You were being a
directly.
little reckless.
I probably would have broken his fall. I probably would have saved his tailbone. Dude, his tailbone landed right on the floor,
Oh.
and it broke.
Oh my god.
Do you know that for a fact?
I mean, dude, he did not get up for the rest of the match.
Yeah.
And they did the match, and then a little while later, during the next match, they carried him out.
Well, and I saw like the guy was wearing a mask, and after
He
the bump, he
instantly-
took it off
he
right
instantly
away.
took it. And they were like-
because when you break your ass,
like
you got to take
holding-
your.
they were holding him by his head. He was he looked like he was very nervous.
It was a terrible decision.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it's not. And dude, if you watch the other things that this guy does, this was like nothing.
Jesus.
This guy's like gotten hit by like a moving car. He like jumps into moving cars and shit.
Sweet.
This shouldn't have been
You
nothing
know?
for him.
He's the POR stunts guy.
Oh, I didn't know that. POR stunts turned wrestler.
Right. He is a big fucking dude. If you see.
Now
him.
let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Was the lawn chair set up in some way? Was there some storyline with the lawn chair, or was
No.
it just completely random?
It was completely random.
All right.
He got like
They
hit,
lose
and
points then. You lose points, Mr. Noir.
The two wrestlers were wrestling, and then he went up to the balcony,
Yeah.
and then he just came out of nowhere with a chair, and then he
Nowhere.
broke his
And,
tailbone.
and he wasn't involved in the match at all. Like
Oh, he was. He was. It was a
triple
so he
triple
was in the
threat.
match triple. So
the
he
third
like
match.
disappeared for a while, and then
His
okay.
plan was to land upon the guys that were on the table.
Gotcha,
But
gotcha.
then Kid Osborne, who was on the table, rolled out of the way.
Gotcha, yeah.
Just in time.
Alicia says that you were right next to her at XPW, and
Right.
you brought all the energy.
Yeah.
Understand me?
Yep.
She was my best friend that whole night.
That's great.
She held Larry's head at one point.
Nice, sweet.
That's nice.
I
Shout
can-
out to Alicia.
Yeah, shout out to Alicia, because I imagine anybody who stands next to Brian at the show being like,
Dude, the poor lady in front of me, I definitely the guy she was with had to tap me on the shoulder a few times and tell me to relax. Because when I got excited, I would like go to the front and like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know.
You
And
just
then
love it.
The lady's just sitting in the chair like. I like bop her in the head a few
You relax.
No, but everyone was really nice. Honestly, no one got tight at me.
Yeah.
How was the crowd? Was it like a packed show?
It was packed.
I think Larry brought the heads.
Everyone was tight at me when I screamed "fuck Trump."
Wow.
They're like, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck Donald Trump."
yeah, amazing.
Wow, Brian, going to XPW, trying to
Wow.
reverse the pressure.
Yeah, fuck the Blvd Bullies. They're a bunch
The
of
guy
libs.
held up the you know the guy that walks around with the MAGA phone. You know that guy?
The MAGA.
Can we talk about MAGA Butcher real quick?
The
Can we
MAGA
just? Can we?
butcher. Yeah, you know, there was a MAGA destroyer. Did you see it?
No, what is the MAGA destroyer?
It's a Canadian destroyer done by the MAGA butcher,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it's called the MAGA destroyer.
So here's the thing. Wait, now here's the thing.
And he
If
did
your
that.
name
He
is
did it.
MAGA Butcher,
Wait, listen.
if your name is MAGA
know
Butcher,
this. Right.
you're a liberal because you're butchering the MAGAs. You know what I mean? And if MAGA Butcher was here, he'd be like, no, but I am MAGA and I'm doing the butchering. No, then who are you butchering? You're
Well, then
butchering
your
the
name would be
liberals.
liberal butcher.
Then you would be the liberal butcher, but I'm not a liberal.
Then why are you butchering MAGAs?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Steve, well, you weren't there and you don't know.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
I will say that he
like
looks
logic.
insane. He has like abs,
MAGA butcher.
MAGA butcher, and he's like he has like fat abs because he's kind of like chubby.
He's got fabs.
He's like chubby, but you can like see his
Mags.
scary muscly abs.
Yo, when we
I
saw
poisoned
him-
the Necro Butcher, by the way.
You poisoned him with acid?
Yeah,
What?
I gave it to him. He asked me for it.
Wow.
What? Walk me through that. Like,
Want me to
did
walk
you
you
bring
through
it
it?
up or did he bring it
No,
up?
I kind of brought it up. 'Cause
Yeah, I'm sure you
made
did.
He made a post. He made a post.
Saying what?
Say he took some mushrooms that made him feel really bad. So I said, you shouldn't take mushrooms. You should take what I have.
I got MAGA acid.
You know?
Mag
He was
acid.
very thankful.
He was so he was cool. I saw you had pictures with Ron Nemi. You had pictures with
Drake Younger?
the MAGA butcher, Drake Younger. What else?
See, what's funny is Necro Butcher asked me if he can hold the acid in the picture. And then I was smoking a joint with Drake Younger. He was like, I can't hold the joint in the picture.
Huh, interesting.
But I'll smoke it with you.
Nice.
Wow. Well, if he couldn't hold the joint in the picture, you probably shouldn't have said that.
Well, you know what? Someone else could have taken a picture of him smoking it. It wouldn't have been my fault.
Yeah, I mean, it's
If
so
you're smoking
funny
a
that
joint on the
like
street.
it's very funny to me that Drake Younger works for Robert. What was it?
Robert Noir.
He works for Robert Noir, who is like a very outwardly like, I don't know what you would say, outspoken type of individual.
Yeah.
And like
He's out of his mind.
Drake Younger will wrestle on his show
Yeah.
and be completely associated with everything that Robert Noir does. But like when a fan wants to take a picture with a joint, he's like, "Oh,
That's going too far.
I got to
That's
go to
going
a
too
PTA meeting later. I can't."
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
all work up
MAGA
there.
Butcher just asked me if it's okay if he uses the acid in the picture. I just thought that was funny.
That is good.
I want to just say that as I was getting into deathmatch in the early 2000s and CZW and XPW was existing, my favorite was Necro, dude. My favorite has always been Necro.
Dude, was he the first shoeless in deathmatch?
Dude, there is a clip where
can't
he
take
gets
it.
hip tossed through a pane of glass, and the ref comes over and goes, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "No, I'm not okay. I should have stayed in college and been an architect."
Dude, can I tell you another story about the Necro Butcher that is awesome to
Tell me more stories
Dude,
about
I hit up-
XPW and Butcher,
I'm
the MAGA
sorry.
Butcher.
I hit up Necro Butcher on the internet because I have a Necro Butcher trading card.
Nice.
And I was like, yo, I have
And you
this,
also have the internet.
and I have the internet,
Right, okay,
and I befriended him on it.
Very rare thing.
Yeah.
For fans to have both
Yeah.
Necro Butcher
Yeah.
merchandise and also the
It's
internet.
usually one or the other.
And I,
Usually one disqualifies you from the other, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I
some
basically-
Unabomber.
I basically just hit him up and told him that I have a card and I want him to. I'll mail it to him if he can sign it, and I'll pay for the mailing back and whatever.
Great.
He never even said anything. All he sent me was his address. Never said whatever, right? So I just mailed it to the address.
Yeah,
Classic Butcher.
Wouldn't that indicate a affirmative if he just sends you
Yeah,
the
I feel like
address?
that's like a, yeah, okay, cool,
Yeah.
send it to me.
I just
Yeah,
have time to
but
say
I
yes.
just-
Okay, but what
I-
happened? You
I
sent it to
the
him?
card and he mailed it back to me. I just thought that was very cool.
Oh, great. Yeah.
He's just a cordial boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I want to also say that before doing this, we refrained from speaking about Brian's experience at XPW. So everything Pat and I are hearing here are pretty much virgin ears. So
Well,
it's
there's
hilarious.
still a lot to get to.
Yeah, there's a lot to get to
because
too.
there was
so
a lot
yeah.
of controversy, a lot of things.
You interrupted me when after now the J.J. Allen spot. So after that match was the four-way women's match, and I only remember 2 of the women. It was Lindsay. I remember.
But you
3
remember
of the women.
8 of the tits.
No, I only remember 6 of them. It's Lindsay Snow.
tits.
Lindsay Snow.
Rob Black's taking notes right now. He's like, "Fuck,
God
we got to
damn
get
it.
these fans to remember
These
all."
interrupting bastards.
I'm sorry.
It's Lindsay Snow, Lou Dark.
I'm getting sucked into it. I'm getting
And
sucked into
Sage
the
goddamn
I'm getting
Sin,
sucked
and a
into the
fourth I can't
the,
remember.
The sick underbelly of
Yeah.
like talking about tits and shit because of XPW.
Yeah.
I'm getting sucked into it, dude.
Yeah.
Rated
I
R.
blame you, Steve.
I'm sorry.
6 tits.
Yeah.
8 tits. 6 tits.
I said 6.
You guys, you
said
got me
8.
on. You got me on this fucking like tit count now, dude.
Well, my thing is like I'm just gonna assume it's just the raunchiest, worst, horrible thing.
It was actually pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what made that match XPW? What made that
There
match
was blood-
gruesome?
It was bloody as fuck.
It was bloody.
Yeah, it was bloody.
Were there labia involved?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Steve's job.
Steve, you got to press the TV, dude.
Oh, my bad.
No, you know what? Let's make it
It's
Brian's
got to be
job.
your job. You're staring at
You know
the
what?
TV.
You know what? I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. I'll do
You're
it.
sitting here
Brian,
staring at
which
it.
one do I press?
Any button. Just push the middle one.
Should
Okay,
I
well,
film
okay.
the TV?
You're saying any
I
button.
can't even
Any
turn
bu-
it.
the middle one. The middle center.
Okay, but I'm just saying you're saying any button, but if I hit power, that would ruin it.
There's a
Why
TV
would-
over
if
there.
I say any button, why would you automatically go to power?
Yeah, right. Any button. Yeah, the power. Yeah, except that.
Whatever. Screw you, dude.
You see what I mean? Right. Okay, so 4-way match. I can't remember the 4th girl's name. But after that match was Arrow Boy and Drake Younger, which was probably the match of the night. Have you ever seen Drake Younger wrestle?
Yes, many, many times.
Have you ever
Actually,
seen Arrow Boy?
Brian, how dare you even ask me that? I was watching Drake Younger wrestle before you were even born, dude.
That's not true.
I watched Drake Younger Masada Tournament of Death finale.
Live.
Yeah,
That's legendary.
right into my fucking eye holes, dude.
It was my first time.
Oh, I
What-
think that we
whoops.
have well, just side note, we have James saying maybe we should wait for. I think this is James, the guest that you
Sip and
brought,
drank, puff and
the
drank.
friend that you brought,
Puff and
traumatized and gave PTSD to. Says maybe we should wait until the
No,
studio
well,
guest
we're
arrives.
giving my point of view, and
We're
then
gonna
if
get-
you
yes,
if you
that's the
ever
plan.
arrive, then you can give your
James,
goddamn
you don't
point
worry
of
about
view.
anything, James. We're taking care of it. We're gonna give the one point of view, and then you can come in and talk your shit.
You're traumatizing.
All right, okay,
Moments.
Steve. I'm serious this time, Steve.
Yeah.
I feel like you have been really interviewing. I mean, I'm sorry. You've been interrupting Brian a little too
Sorry,
much.
I apologize.
God damn it!
I
None of you
No,
are
I
good
don't,
at
I
raising
don't
your
really
hand.
think me.
I'll
I don't
sit
really
back.
think me.
I'll sit back.
But I think you, Steve, specifically,
Yeah, me exactly
have
right.
really been interrupting
agree.
Brian. And just
I
like with the person who interrupted Larry wasn't me, it was Brian.
Yeah. You're
So
right.
both,
I apologize.
You know, so I'm obviously well behaved.
I apologize.
Brian, please go ahead.
Go ahead.
Have you ever seen Arrow Boy wrestle?
Yes.
Insane.
Don't ask me questions. Just tell me the thing.
Okay.
What happened next?
Can we go right into that? G Raver came out.
Oof.
Ooh,
G
so
Raver
did
came out
Raver-
after the Drake Younger match.
Now let me
And
stop
then-
you right there. JK, just go.
You can stop me whenever you want.
So wait, so G Raver came out after a match,
And he like interrupted Drake Younger.
but that wasn't the last thing.
What do you mean?
That wasn't the last thing that happened. They didn't close the show.
No. It was there was 2 more matches after that. So G Raver didn't even do anything besides come out and get yelled at by the whole crowd.
So you didn't even have a match?
No,
What was the reaction
Wow.
like?
it was very cringy.
What do you mean cringy? It was negative.
It was very negative. I
You
mean,
got
and
booed.
I mean, I was a huge G Raver guy before finding out of the allegations. You know, like I knew about the drug shit. He was arrested for drugs and DUI, and then after that, I've come to know that he got into some fight with a woman, which I mean,
And that's why Robert Noir has him there, because he knows that he has this background and it's a controversial promotion. And
I think Roberto Negro is more about giving people second chances, as he puts it.
okay, yeah.
And you know, people do deserve second chances, I would say. People have gotten second chances throughout.
Well, let me
human
ask you
history.
this. Sorry to interrupt. But if G Raver were to, does that mean like G Raver must do no wrong from this point on? But let's say he does do something stupid again.
Right.
Do you think Robert Noir will say, "All right, dude, you're out," or is he going to keep him and double down?
I would say that if he was very firm on saying that he thinks that this guy is on the up and up, trying to better his life and be clean, and he said if that is not the case, then he won't do business.
Okay. Yeah.
Yo, and you know what? I want to also say something like, I don't want to give any excuses to anybody. Obviously, you guys know Steve, Brian, viewers at home. I'm a world famous alcoholic.
I was like, where's this going?
Alcoholic fame on the wall of shame, you know? So, like, I'm not opposed to that concept, Brian.
Of a second chance.
Of a second chance.
And it's not. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it's not like he's a predator. He wasn't like. There's no string of events where he was abusive in multiple situations. As far as we know, or as I know, there's the one situation that was only ever on Twitter from the lady who I happen to like, is a very nice lady.
Mm-hmm. She made some of those ashtrays
right,
that
she's like a merch maker for ICW.
Mm-hmm. But Brian, with that comment that you just made, like, who that lady is, and she's a very nice lady. Like, why aren't you inclined to just be like, yo, if this lady says?
Because I don't know her personally. I know her from being nice to me and selling things. I bought things. Mm-hmm. So, and it wasn't only them two in the room. There's apparently multiple parties that were part of this whole situation, and the whole story is not.
Man, I hope
there.
I wasn't in that room just blackout drunk.
And I mean, Roberto Negro made a point, until there's a jury and you're under oath and people are telling truths, then no one's gonna know really what's going on. And this guy is just getting shat upon by one side of the version of a story.
Does this lady have any Twitter or something? Has she gone on record saying anything like?
That's the only record.
No. I mean, saying like, I support G Raver in his return to XPW. Anything like that.
It was quite the opposite.
Quite the opposite.
Right. It's like everyone's up in arms.
Okay.
That he would even be allowed back.
Yeah, and her as well.
Who?
The lady.
Right.
Okay.
She
reposted something saying like, how could they take this asshole into the company? Right. Is that what she said?
I feel like a lot of people never even saw the first post. How is anybody supposed to know that shit without having Twitter? Mm-hmm. Like, there was never a news report.
Oh, man. I mean,
it's controversial. We'll say that.
I don't know. It's tough for me because what I was gonna come on the show and say to you, Brian, is that I was kind of warming up to the MAGA butcher, and like they were definitely pushing it, And then like my initial reaction when the raver came back, I fucking hate ravers.
Like, you mean like?
Well, where do you think that comes from, dude? Anyway,
G.
My
Raver.
initial reaction was like, oh fuck, why'd you guys? It's like you were kind of like chipping away at the old uptight block, you almost had it. Mm-hmm. And then like he really doubled down like right away. Mm-hmm. Like he could have just brought Larry in and had a crazy dope show. Everyone's forgotten about all the crazy shit Drake Younger said.
Yeah.
Everybody's forgotten about everybody's forgotten about the Rob Black Thumbs thing.
Okay.
And it's like, so everyone's on the verge of kind of like getting over it a little bit, and then he just, I gotta applaud. It's like, yo, when they say foot on the gas, man, they really mean foot on the gas. Like, it's crazy that they immediately. But it's like, to me,
like, listen, if G Raver had made a huge apology, and the lady in question who allegedly was hurt by him had said, it was a one-time thing and I feel bad for him, but he's on his way up. Like, if that happened in some alternate universe and then G Raver comes in, then Noir could hide behind the fact of saying he's on the up and up. Look at him. He's making steps to redeem himself. And so I want to support him in his change. But if him just getting hired by XPW is the first step in this change of his, then I don't think that's true.
I
then
think
you
that
can't
he's made
hide behind.
multiple attempts at trying to apologize or strange. I mean, he's a very strange guy. He's not a
Well,
normal,
and this is another thing I was going to
He's like
say.
a fucking
Full on interruption. It's like, yo, dude, this guy in 2000, I don't fucking know, 18, 19. Yo, he was in a match with Jimmy Lloyd, and he had his fucking nerves completely ripped from his fucking spine. And he's got a completely dead right arm.
And okay, and now I'm going to interrupt you. Before that, did he have any negative feelings towards him? He was
But I'm just saying,
people love G Raver.
That's that kind of trauma. You know, listen, dude, I've
Heroin changes
alcohol
people,
of
dude.
fame on a wall of shame, dude. Just me waking up every morning, I can't cope. I smoke, I drink.
So you're saying
what I'm
that
saying?
injury
so that kind of
affected
trauma
his-
could really like fuck with your
Dude,
mind.
He started doing hard drugs
and
from
fuck
that
with-
incident.
You know, and yeah, like that's like a really bad type of thing to happen to somebody. It's like, and I'm
it's
not
his
giving
own
it.
fault for. I mean, you put yourself into these own
I'm
situations.
not giving excuses either.
Right.
Yeah, it
But I'm
doesn't
just saying
justify
that, like,
punching a
You
woman.
can see how somebody who went through that type of situation might have, like, I don't know, lost themselves a little bit. Whatever, right?
All I'm saying is,
I don't know.
if Mr. Noir is coming out and saying, like, I want to give second chances, I'm trying to help somebody who's on the up and up. But if that's the only indication of an up and the up, like there was no work, like you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Like,
Well, I'll stop you right there because
was there
I
an
think-
apology? Was there anything that he said that's like, I'm trying to make myself better?
I didn't even know about the whole thing. I had no idea there was any type of fight between these people until it became a thing, and I started using Twitter recently.
Brian's
you don't-
new to Twitter.
I mean, dude, if you don't
What-
use
Now
what's
he's
the-
a
what's the
Robert
tag?
Black. He's been on. He's
What's
been
your
on
handle?
Twitter.
What's your handle?
Vegans 420.
Boom.
He's
Nice.
been on Twitter for like 3 weeks. And
Follow.
I was already a Robert Black truther.
Amazing. Yeah,
Dude,
follow.
if you,
follow on
I'm
Twitter.
telling you, if you're not on Twitter, there's no way to hear this information.
Right.
You
But
wouldn't hear it.
that doesn't mean the information isn't relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It might be relevant, but you can't go to. If you go to Google, you're not gonna find an article about G Raver having an abuse with women. That won't be information.
right, but you find him in the car with like a 70-year-old
Right,
man,
the
like
drug-
selling meth or something.
Right. That's what is known to the masses.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
also an indicator that somebody might be a little toxic.
So that's not a
He's-
comment.
but that's the whole point of second chances. If someone's trying to not do that, why not try to help them not do that?
Agreed. But that means he's on a what's the word? He's got the sword of Damocles hanging
has the
over his
benefit
head.
of the
If he
doubt.
does one fuck up off outside of the ring, then if Robert Noir doesn't fire him or just not hire him again,
apparently
then
he's in-
his whole second chances bullshit is not true, and he's just lying. You go.
Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
Apparently, because he had to do time for the DUI and heroin, so now he's like chipped. He has to do parole.
Wow.
He has to be clean.
Okay.
You know?
Gotcha. All right.
So it's like
well,
not
that's
just-
that's a point
He
towards
he
G
spent
Raver's.
time. He was spent time in jail.
Yeah.
Well, and,
He
and,
hit
you know,
rock bottom,
rehabilitation.
as Roberto Negro put it. When you hit rock bottom, is the only way you'll change your.
You only
ways.
can go up from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'll put it this way. All the love and rooting for. I root for any man who has been in the void, has seen the abyss, and now has decided to change. I root for that person, like, regardless. Like, I know that, social confines will say, no, this person's unredeemable, whatever. Nah, dude. Humans versus the abyss, we got to side with humans. You know what I mean? And we got to, like,
Absolutely.
hey, you know what, man? You saw what I've seen. You see some type of way, no matter how we got there, whatever. I got to root for you. But, if we're going to be fair, Brian, and we're talking about manipulation, which is rampant in wrestling.
Right.
It's all about free work, free publicity, all this shit. If we're going to be fair, the only thing that bothers me, and man, Noir, Mr. Noir, please don't be mad at me. Please, don't come for
I don't think he takes offense to many things.
don't come to my thumbs, dude. But,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, if I'm questioning Danny introducing Larry for clout, and I'm questioning all these things that all these other promoters are doing for clout, I have to, in all fairness, question Rob bringing back this guy And yes, it's easy to go on the podcast and defend your actions by saying everyone deserves
a second chance. Yeah.
Everyone deserves, right. But however, do I think that this guy is giving this guy a second chance genuinely, or do I think that this guy knows that this is a lightning rod dude?
Yeah.
And I want to put a certain brand on myself.
Yeah.
And then when everyone comes for me, I got the built-in safety net.
Absolutely.
Second chance.
The guy makes hardcore porn. Of course he
Absolutely.
wants to use that kind of crazy shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dude, he's
Larry, what do you think about everything? Well, Robert paid me my trans and reimbursed me my gas and toll, so I'm all for it.
How many dollars was that?
How many dollars? Well, he paid me the same as Daniel Gamonto, but he reimbursed my travel and drive. Dude, I'm working on my Larry.
getting good.
I love
It's
it.
getting
I'm
good.
working on my Larry.
Larry's shining too much. Adjust Larry. He's shining.
you
He's
wanna
a little
fuck
shiny. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's better. Thank you. Controversy breeds attention. I think he knows that. Yeah, wrestling card guy.
And you also think about if you were close friends with the girl.
What's up, wrestling
then
card
you would
guy?
just take her side. You know,
Well, of course.
Like you would just, and then a lot of people that are up in arms are just friends of ICW, H2O. It's like it's a circle of people. You know?
And you know what?
They're the only ones that really know about
And
it.
they're in.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it not relevant.
It makes it weird because it makes the whole story not.
You know who I think is weird? G-Raver.
He's a weird guy.
But you know who else
Any
is weird?
deathmatch
You know who
wrestler
else is weird?
man.
Who?
Normal people who latch on to people like that
Yeah.
are also weird.
Yeah.
So, like, hey, you're a normal girl going to punk rock shows, getting a few piercings, getting a few tattoos. Hey, that's great. But, like, you want to, like, go be a part of wrestling? That's a little fucking weird.
Yeah.
And,
It's the same thing in music, dude. There's fucking weirdos in every scene, in every business.
But
like
don't you
show
feel like
business,
wrestling has
music.
more? Don't you feel like wrestling has more
music,
weirdos?
Dude, music has a lot of weirdos, dude.
It's because musicians get laid more than wrestlers, so
And also,
they're more entitled musicians.
musicians just go up on stage and play music. It's not in their prerogative to like demonstrate their character.
Both performances, they're in. Dude,
Yeah.
no matter how you take it, when you're on stage, you have a persona, and you're like giving us a presence.
Agreed, but a wrestler, it's part of the art form to imbue your own personality
Right.
into your character,
understand.
perhaps.
Well, let me
like
pose this
Undertaker
question.
says, you got to live it a little bit.
Right, well, there's bands
Oh,
like
hey,
Crazy-
little research.
Hell yeah.
Little research
Hell yeah.
by Steve.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, let me ask you just a generic question because, dude, I know we're only 48 minutes in, and then I peed right before we left the house.
I got to pee too. Yeah, you got to
You
pee.
guys are really like
You wanna- I'll cut
87-year-old
to-
men.
Yeah, I know.
Little bladders.
I know.
Oh, now, Steve, I thought I was the only one. I thought I was going to
No, I got to pee. I was just about to go pee, but then you
Steve
wanted to
pees
ask
at
me a
every-
question,
if
and
you
now I'm
didn't
like,
notice,
fuck.
Steve pees at every show that he's at.
Oh, every minute.
No, well, Steve, I know Steve has a historically tiny bladder.
This big.
Ever since a wee lad? Even as a
No, I'm
young
just
boy?
saying. I'm saying this is how big my bladder is.
Oh, that's small. That's
when it's
tiny.
full.
A little golf ball.
Yeah, about.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I'll be right.
Go
Be
ahead.
right back, yo. Don't talk shit about me.
We're gonna.
Are we past the G-Raver talk?
I think
Are you saying this because you don't like G-Raver?
No, I got love for G-Raver, and I got love for a man seeking redemption, and I got love for a man like who has experienced what he has experienced. But however, I don't know. It's just tough, Brian.
It's very tough.
Because I'm gonna say that like for all the bad things the last 2 weeks that we've talked about at ICW and all the chatter that I'm hearing through grapevine back and forth about what they got to say about us, that particular person who we're talking about, I don't question that person at all. Like, to me, that's like a very sweet person. But however, I've been wrong before. So, what the fuck? But if I had to put my money on what did or didn't happen, I would put my money that whatever our ashtray friend tweeted is word for word what fucking happened.
Okay, that might be true, but then there was like 4 other people in the room that didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, but that doesn't
What do you mean?
really change.
It makes people accountable. That's like being an accessory to murder. You're in the room, you see shit, you don't do anything. That's a problem. I spoke to Mittens about it. Mittens told me he pulled G-Raver from the girl. That's what Mittens said.
Well, that's
And
the
Mittens
problem.
wasn't the only person there.
That's
the
what I'm
poor
saying, dude.
Mittens, poor fucking Mittens had to pull this guy.
Well, but
and there's
but
fucking wrestlers in the room.
That's a whole. Oh, were there?
Yeah, that's the whole fucking point. Mittens is in this situation, and dude, it's not. Dude, a lot of people are involved, you know, and it's a very hard thing to talk about because it never went to like. We're talking about it. We don't know what to say. We don't know what happened.
Well, yeah, but you know what, dude? I mean,
it's fucked up. It's a fucked up thing. But that's why. What are you supposed to do for the G-Raver? What is he like? You're supposed. I don't know, man. It's hard. You can't just take one person's word for something because there's always two sides to a story. No matter what the story is.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. You know, I mean,
It's just like Larry's story. Larry told a story, right? Danny DeMonto now has his story out. So now there's two sides to the story.
oh, that's right. Yo, you know what? Blvd Bullies, we kind of made Tuesday a thing, didn't we?
What happened?
Well, to be fair, the Dose of Death has been putting out their podcast every other Tuesday for a long time.
Huh.
Dose of Death.
So apparently, we had the Larry exclusive.
Yeah.
And I'm a little worried. And I told everybody in the group chat, I said, hey, listen, if you guys want to listen to this shit, you go ahead. But
Dude, the only thing he can talk shit about Blvd Bullies is that I interrupt.
Yeah.
That's the only negative thing from that fucking podcast.
Well, I just want to say right now,
God damn it.
before I go pee, here, Steve, come on, bring it in here, Steve. Thank you for listening to the show. Thank you for watching the show. You want to come in here with me? I just want to let everybody know from the bottom of my heart that I am all about positive energy now in redemption. You see, because the thing is, Brian, I tried to rule with an iron fist of negativity, and guess what happened? That blew up in my face. So now I've decided to go the complete opposite way and go full positivity. So not only am I fully positive, and listen, hey, you know what? Listen. In the interest of positivity, I just want to shout out Kings Road Wrestling. What's the other thing? Death something?
Dose of Death.
Dose of Death. You know,
Kings Road's awesome, dude. He makes good clips.
Yeah, I mean, for a dude with a full-time job.
Oh, calm down, you.
Anyway, I'm just saying.
Go get a full-time job.
I'm all about positivity, and I just want to thank everybody for getting the second half to the story. And I want to once again apologize. This is the third week in a row apologizing for the terrible nature of our interview. But the one thing that I can tell you I'm an expert in, and the one thing that I will set an example for everybody else watching out there is that, yeah, what came out? What's it called again?
Dose of Death.
Yeah, so somebody
Your
else,
Dose of Death.
Somebody else said some other things, and I just want to let you know, if you are a person out there who does not want to listen to the bullshit that somebody that you think is an idiot says about you, guess what, dude? It's very simple, Brian. All you got to do, just ignore it.
Yeah.
You know. So
I, on the other hand, am very interested
2 weeks ago,
to know the story.
2 weeks ago, we had 100 viewers, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, we had 100 viewers. 65 of them were Larry haters.
Yeah.
We're Blvd Bullies haters.
Yeah.
You know, and then everybody fucking listens.
Larry's not here. We got 19 motherfuckers in here.
Everybody's listening to the thing being said by the person that they already hate.
Yeah.
And getting mad about it. It's like, yo, you know what? Listen, I don't know if I'm right or wrong about many things, but I could be a shining example of not listening to things said by people
Mittens
who
is
you
a good
think
freaking
are
dude.
bullshit.
Yeah,
agree with
exactly.
So there's a lot of bullshit.
Yep.
And that's I'm gonna go pee.
That's almost the final thought. Right
now. Okay, wait. You know what?
not a
I'm
final thought.
gonna set you guys up here.
Yes.
I want to
please.
set you guys
For
up for the
combo?
next few minutes. Mm-hmm. Steve, just
Yeah.
to update you on the situation.
Yeah.
At the XPW show, a wrestler had his pants pulled down around his ankles and a needle shoved through his dick. Genital mutilation.
What? Wait. For real?
Brian,
Okay,
Brian,
I'm
go ahead,
gonna
Brian.
take you through it.
Wow. Discuss.
Please, the super chat thing is already still happening.
Amazing.
I'm just gonna check my text about all the people who are mad at me.
All right, so yeah, you know the guy that they always call for like a dick twist. The good old dick twist.
I know the dick flip guy.
No, you know the crowd, like a crowd member, give him the dick
Yeah,
twist.
grab his dick and twist it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they pulled out a real dick.
Oh my god.
And they stuck a syringe in it.
Into the side of it. I want a
the shaft,
demonstration.
into the shaft.
Grab a or use the microphone. Use the microphone as the penis. Right. You don't have to put it by your penis. You can hold it by your face. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay. But I won't be able to hear your voice. Just suck your own dick.
Whatever. Here it is.
No, use a can. Use a can.
I don't have a can.
All right,
I'll
use
this little thing.
Okay, yeah,
This is about as big
yeah.
as the. I mean, it's pretty big for bodies, you know.
So the pen is the needle.
Right.
No.
The pen's the dick. The pen's the dick.
No, the microphone is the dick.
The microphone's the dick.
But you don't have to put it by your dick.
Right.
I just want to see where the needle went.
Right here.
Okay, and to the side. And
Right.
did it go all the way
tip.
through?
This is the tip. I tried.
Did it go all the way through or just in
The
a
needle,
little bit?
No, it was enough to stick it in and hang.
Stick it in and hang. Okay.
It was hanging. It was
so
hanging.
it was only probably in like a quarter of an inch.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but the dick
Yeah.
was fully out, waving around, and they zoomed in on the dick.
The dick was fully out, waving around,
Yes.
and they zoomed in on the dick.
I might be
and
the first ever
syringe-
full frontal dick in wrestling. I'm not sure.
It's a good question. Is it the first chat? Can you go out there and find out if this is the first ever full frontal dick in wrestling? And you said it was filmed. There was a film crew.
Oh yes,
there.
this was live on a stream.
It was live on a stream.
Yes.
I will pay money to see this.
I have
and that
it.
is
My
exactly what
fiancé
Robert
my
Noir
fiancé
wants.
purchased it.
What'd you say?
My fiance purchased it for
Wow.
a stream, so we have it if you want to.
How
watch
much does it cost?
It. $20.
Jeez. Well, and you have it.
I have it.
I want to see this man's penis.
Oh, it's there.
And you know what's funny? It's like it's like it would make sense that
Well, you
a
wanna know-
full-
okay, can you-
wait? There would
sorry.
make sense that there would be a full penis because you did. This is not a secret that.
No, right.
okay to
It's
say?
not, I'm going to tell you right now. Can I get okay?
Yes,
right.
please do. Please
He
do.
does
Look at
porn,
Pat.
right?
Look at
Now
Pat
the
behind
big
me.
controversy
Yeah.
is that there were kids in the crowd,
Well, yeah.
so people are upset.
Yes.
But that's fully the parents' fault.
Well, I do think that
Parents bring kids to R-rated movies.
I agree, but even I think it's safe to say that even we got another subscriber from Andre Brown. Thank you, Dong. I think it's safe to say that like you can bring your kid to so the parent knew it was a deathmatch show, right? And he probably was like, okay, deathmatch show, but you just said yourself it might be the first full frontal dick in wrestling.
Right.
So
But
the
there's-
guy who brought his kid had no idea there'd be a flopping penis with a syringe in it, right? It's safe to say. So maybe there should have been a warning, but also this guy wasn't going to warn because he knows it was going to be controversial and he knows it was going to get a lot of press and
Right.
stuff like
I mean,
that.
if
So-
you're doing an event with this guy Rob Black who has made porn that has got him in trouble with the fucking federal
but
government.
you just said
what
this
do you think
might
he's
be
going to
the
do?
first penis ever.
But okay. but
How is the parent supposed to know that?
They're at a deathmatch show. The guys are bleeding buckets from their flesh.
Understood. And
There's
the
tits.
And
there are tits.
Okay, so there were tits. All right.
I mean,
yeah.
dude.
But I don't want my son to be gay.
Dude, it's very I would say it's homophobic.
Okay.
That's what I would be. That I would say the
I
most
mean,
people are tight.
I could see someone who's a parent's like, yeah, they can see tits, but I don't want my kid to see dick. But there's like, well, what's the difference? You know what I mean?
And there's other.
What if
things-
there was labia?
Dude, there's spots in GCW. Sexy Eddie just wrestled the match covering.
Hey, don't you besmirch
I'm
Sexy Eddie.
sorry, but he wasn't full frontal nudity. But he was just. He
Don't
was
you
fully
ever
naked.
besmirch or call out Sexy Eddie.
He did a moonsault covering his junk.
Wow.
You know,
Like
Yeah, but I need
Raiden
a
from
needle
Metal
through.
Gear.
Well, actually,
dude, it's XPW though. It's not fucking WWE. They're not sticking needles in
yo,
dicks
so,
in WWE.
so Steve, Brian is a Raw Black truther. He listens to Roberto Noir's podcast.
I highly recommend. If you don't listen to it, you should.
And
Good
so
stuff.
Robert, actually, I thought for all his bravado, was actually like as a promoter and as a mouthpiece, masterful in the way that he addressed these comments. He goes, "Hey, I'm hearing that the problem wasn't so much the needle through the dick; it was more that there were kids in the crowd. It's like, hey." You are going to take your kid to a deathmatch wrestling show where two men are going to absolutely mutilate each other.
Yeah.
With gusset plates,
Yeah.
light tubes, God knows whatever else.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's men versus women.
Intergender, yeah.
It's
Nick Gage
intergender.
is an ex-convict. He robbed a bank.
Right, and that's another thing that Mr. Noir said is that, hey, GCW says, that's the thing. The internet sees
Gang
Nick Gage. Nick Gage, God bless him. God bless him.
It's for the kids.
That's another man who deserves a second chance, right?
Agreed.
So he's in the crowd, and there's a kid,
Babysitters are expensive.
and he high fives a little girl, and the internet sees that photo, and they go, "MDK is for the kids." Yo, okay, listen, that's not a reflection on Nick Gage. That's not his fault.
Right, it's the fucking
It's just
fault.
like the narrative, right? Mm-hmm. But then, Rob Black was actually a genius with it. Mm-hmm. He goes, "Oh, everyone's mad about the dick needle thing. Everyone's mad about the porn star pageant. Everyone's mad about this. Everyone's mad about that. MDK's for the kids. That's fucking bullshit, right?" Mm-hmm. So what he did is he used hypocrisy, to make his point.
Yeah, it's
right?
hypocrisy. It's apocryphal. Yeah.
Which it was not a bad stance to take. But then this motherfucker, dude,
Another subscriber. Thank you.
masterfully twisted it around and goes, "Well, you know what, guys? I hear you." And he goes, "Oh, you're a father. You're bringing your 8-year-old to a deathmatch show with gusset plates and barbed wire boards, but you draw the line at like a general
needle
mutilation."
syringe? Yeah.
Well, you know what? Guess what, dude? You're a weirdo. And Steve, I have never felt so connected to a comment because, dude, in 2016, we're doing TOD vlog footage where I thought the most interesting thing was two kids like climbing a tree.
Yeah.
Before it's just a family barbecue.
Yeah. Can I explain on that? Can I expand on that real quick?
Please do.
So we used to go to the Tournament of Death, CZW Tournament of Death in what was the name? Smyrna? In Smyrna, Delaware or something. And it was one of the most brutal things of all time. And that's how Blvd Bullies kind of got started, or at least some of the first videos that Blvd Bullies did. The first YouTube video of Blvd Bullies was
Combat
of Death, Combat of Death, because some
2016.
journalists from Vice said Combat of Death instead of Tournament of Death. So we made the whole series called Combat of Death.
4 years.
4 years in a row. And so, but I remember I was down there filming the second time, and you went down there first, and one of the most interesting things to film was seeing the little kids. Why were there kids here? Don't you know that this is the WrestleMania of deathmatch, and you brought your kids? And so we thought that was just completely crazy, and it's all coming full circle because now here we are talking about it finally caught up to the times.
We were laughing about the crazy child services irony that comes with bringing your kid to Tournament of Death. And for us as not to like put ourselves above anybody, but we're city slickers, whatever. So to us, the thought of like a kid being in a death match,
it was weird,
was already absurd.
Yeah.
But that's not your prerogative to say that. When I was a kid, I'm going to say when I was a kid, my father brought me to see fucking basketball, and fucking Freddie got fingered in the movie theater. That's like you.
He's a molester,
dude.
A child molester.
I was like fucking 9 years old. I saw that shit when I was 9 years old.
He's and Freddie got
the
fingered.
fucking elephant coming on him.
Tom Green had an elephant. He jerked off an elephant onto his father.
Dude,
he swung a baby around.
But I saw that. My father brought me to see these movies in the movie theater.
So who's your father? Rob Black?
No, he's a Jew.
Yeah, but what was that movie rated?
R.
What?
You know what XPW is rated now?
Hard R.
Hard R.
Well, that's what I was saying is that Rob brought it all full circle, and I thought, even though he would take 10 to 15 second pauses in the middle of sentences, I still thought that what he said was like kind of masterfully done, not even as a wrestling promoter,
genius,
just as like a master manipulator.
Yeah.
Like a smart guy being like, it's for kids. Well, here's this example from the Attitude Era. Here's this example from Nick Gage. Here's this. And so, we're just basically on par with what's going on. Yeah. But, however, we don't want to upset anybody. Yeah. So now XPW is going to be rated R. Yeah. Hard R.
Hard R.
Because, of course, he couldn't just...
Dude, I can see Larry's going to now say this. I can hear Larry saying this at the event.
Hard
Yes. It's so good. It's genius shit.
Larry says dollars with a hard R.
Dollars with a hard O.
We miss you, Larry.
I do have to
miss
say,
you
Larry,
here.
shut up.
yeah,
you were sitting
we
on
miss
the
you,
couch.
Larry. We wish you were here.
Who
I mean, you
perished
are
at the
here.
show.
Your head is
unfortunately.
here. I do
Right?
have to say that, I mean, you know, you can be mad at me, Mr.
We're gonna
Noir.
be.
You can be mad at me, Mr. Noir.
Oh no!
But,
Are
like,
you about to?
I'm just
Steve,
gonna say-
watch those
Watch your
thumbs, baby.
thumbs, baby.
Listening to the podcast is like watching football. It's like when you watch a 3-hour football game, there's actually only 11 minutes of action. If you cut out all of the pauses and the timeouts and the commercials and stuff, there's really only actually, like, in a 3-hour football game, 11-ish minutes of, like, people working.
Right.
You know, and so if you were to cut out all of the dramatic pauses where Mr. Noir is eating chicken wings or, you know, who knows what he's doing in
I
between those
sometimes think
pauses.
he's pausing to collect his thoughts.
Maybe, but those still add up. And if you were to edit that all out and make the thing condensed into something,
Well, there's nobody
normal,
interrupting him. He's just there
That's
by
true.
himself.
You know what, Brian? Stop interrupting.
I bet you his hour-long podcast would be 11 minutes. That's what I'm saying. I love you, and you're a genius.
Yo, so,
but the pauses, oh my god.
Because we got a lot
like
of
pausing.
we got a lot of other stuff to get into. So
Yeah,
I don't
let's
wanna
get moving. Let's
spend
get
too much-
moving.
Can we start our first ever Boulevard Scythe?
Oh, dude.
I can't do it. Wink, wink.
Right, Steve's not going to partake, but this is the first ever blunt
Right,
session.
because Steve's trying to get a job with Rob Black, and he doesn't want to smoke on stream.
Yeah, just can't do
I'm
acid.
sparking it.
All right, spark it. So I just want to read the chat real quick because there are
Sure.
a lot of
Yeah.
interesting thoughts. I'm sorry if I missed you. Urka says you could sell Steve. Steve's been living out of the country because he yells so loud.
Sorry.
Dude, I feel the same way. Like I'll come inside from outdoors.
Yeah.
And whoever I'm interacting with will be like, shh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, sorry, I'm screaming.
Well, you know, I got to yell at the cows to come home.
So I want to read these Alicia comments because Alicia I find to be a very insightful and
It's against. Okay, I
grounded
see,
person. Well, stop interrupting, Brian.
I'm sorry,
Smoke
I
the goddamn
I
blunt.
saw-
I want. Wait, let me interrupt once too. When I was talking about Rob Black, when I was talking about Rob Black, Brian had his hand up. I fucking ignored him.
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
I'm
your hand
sorry.
doesn't work all the
I wasn't
time.
done with my thought.
That's the best part about having Brian raise his hand.
Yeah.
You just ignore it.
Yeah, I had to. I wasn't finished with my thought.
Right. Well, that's why he's got to raise his hand,
Yeah.
dude.
You guys
It's
have
true.
interrupted me immensely this
You're
show.
true. It's true. I'm
God
sorry.
damn it.
I'll raise my hand from now on when you're talking. I apologize.
Okay, so XPW has to understand that there could be legal ramifications for body.
True.
It all it takes is one report. Definitely in poor taste.
He has
Again,
to have
it's
a warning.
It's
he has to have a
against.
warning.
But he's a performer on a show.
It's
But
against the law to expose yourself to children.
Yeah, it needs to be a warning. Like, your dad, when he brought you to basketball, knew it was rated R.
Right.
The
He
dude who
should've-
brought the thing, like, wrestling doesn't have the
I don't
same
think
ratings,
he knew
but
that there was going to be a baby being swung around its head by its umbilical cord.
Well, that's Freddie got
true,
fingered.
but
Right, I was in the movie
but it was
theater.
still rated R, which means it went through the review
And they
board.
actually in
Hard
baseball,
R.
They have swinging dicks.
Because if it was more than R, it would be NC-17. You know what I'm saying? There was a board, somebody put in place to, like, say, okay, any more and it's NC-17, but this is R. You know, and there's nothing like that with wrestling. So it is sort of on Black's.
I have a question.
You know,
are there Broadway shows that have ever had
good point.
nudity?
That's yes. Well, Vegas has a lot of topless shows too, and they have to have some sort of
Daniel
warning.
Radcliffe was like nude in a play. He was like
Equus.
full frontal.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, you know the name of the
but
play?
The name of the play was Equus.
Dude, if you read the
'Cause you
description of
watched it.
XPW,
'Cause I love
it's-
horse
it's-
cock.
The description of XPW is the blending of Rob Black's love for porn and wrestling.
Yeah, and
So, like, if
I
you-
agree.
That is a warning in itself.
Well, you know what? I'll even say this.
Is that not a warning?
A guy who brings, or a guy or woman who brings their kid to XPW is just as bad as a guy or girl who would bring their kid to CZW.
I agree.
Or GCW.
I agree, and I do
It's just
think
not for kids. That's just how it is.
I do. Yes, the thing was not for kids, and it's like, and if the guy with the kid is complaining because there was a penis, then it's like, you know, I
See,
agree.
that's the thing.
It's
Steve.
like, how are you going to draw the line?
I don't even think-
blood is worse than a penis.
I
Like,
don't
you're
even
an
think.
idiot.
I don't even think that people with kids were complaining. Mm-hmm. It was people without kids.
Yeah, who just didn't want to see a penis.
Well, what we think about the kids,
Right.
Usually, and that's the thing I really wanted to get at.
Yeah,
Nobody
that's
with a kid
stupid.
there was mad that the dick got stabbed.
Yeah, well,
Absolutely
that's
nobody.
That's dumb. It's
outraged. It's outraged by outsiders.
It would stand to reason that if you are negligent enough of a parent to bring your kid to a death match knowing it's a death match, then you shouldn't complain that there was also a penis. Because in terms of horrible level, that's only like a half a notch more than the blood and gore that you're seeing. It's not much worse to have a penis there, too.
The parents were... It's like... non-parents, and that's the thing too, and I don't want to get into it. I know that
we got to wrap up this topic too.
Yeah, let's wrap up the topic.
It was one of the most popular topics in all of wrestling.
Yeah, but we were talking about it for over an hour.
I don't want to get like super into the existentialism of it. I know that I said I wanted to.
Yeah.
But like, let's not get into it. But it's just like, whatever.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
I think it's on the parents fully, and the people that are complaining about it aren't even the parents, so it should be a non-issue. Well, the parents that brought their kids to the show don't care, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Well, that's what I meant. Is like it gets back to this whole like very pertinent like conversation about selective outrage.
Yeah.
Who's canceled? Who gets redemption? Who doesn't get redemption?
Yeah.
And you know, Robert. Wait, say it in German.
Robert or Robert Schwarzer.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I like.
That's the good one.
Dude.
So
really aggressive.
You know, he said it. He
I think
goes,
it's because
yo,
I'm Jewish at first.
That's
Mike
actually very
Tyson-
calm for Germany.
He goes, yo, Mike Tyson raped.
Yeah.
And not only did Mike Tyson, he wasn't even in this like Me Too era where like he got accused on Twitter of rape. Nah, dude, it went to a court of law.
He spent
He
time.
was found guilty and went to jail.
Yeah.
Now he does
and,
podcasts.
And now he does podcasts. Now like he's hanging out
praised.
with Ric Flair.
Everyone forgot. Everyone
Right, he's
forgot.
like the
Well,
funny guy. Yo,
My fiance doesn't tolerate Mike Tyson.
No, I
talking
fucking
in his
hate
house.
Mike Tyson too, dude.
There's
yo,
people
and he
that
was
still-
they put him in the fucking Hangover.
Yeah.
Post rape.
Did
was
they
on
did they
AEW.
make any rape
He was
jokes
on
in The
AEW.
Hangover? Because I haven't seen it. That'd be funny.
No, but you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they
might.
fucking did, dude.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's all about selective outrage, and that is a good.
He was on
point.
AEW.
Yo, I'm not saying that Rob Black ain't an insane person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, listen, he ain't insane like Rick is insane. Like, he ain't some grandpa genius, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying he might not be the craziest motherfucker.
But I could also say this in Rob Black's course of actions that he could take. He could say, "I'm not gonna do a fucking warning. I'm not gonna give a warning about this. You know, it's a death match. You should know." But he chose to say, he chose to say, "I'm gonna give a warning now. You know, just so you all know, this is a hard R." And I think that's smart too,
so funny.
because when there's a warning and there's a thing that's like, "Don't bring your kids," that increases the allure.
does,
That
it does.
increases the mystique.
100%.
That increases the legend. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. This is the show you can't bring your kids to.
When you
You
think
know what I mean?
about it,
That's smart. That is
And, you know,
smart. That's all I'm trying to say.
In the modern era, where all these elements of like, you know, whatever pornography or whatever is like, you know, hey, it's your kid's 14th birthday. You're giving him a phone. Guess what?
You come in a death match.
Right. No. Well, it's like, oh, well, guess what?
You're old enough now, son.
Even if you protected your kid, you give a 13-year-old kid who's like a Mormon a phone, they are going to see penetration within 24 hours.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And so like so there is like kind of, and you know, I hate to say it, dude, because like the elements in me want to reject the G-Raver, want to reject this conversation, but you know, it's worthy of having. It's
Agreed.
worthy of having because,
Agreed.
and that's what Rob said.
We're
He goes,
dedicating 80% of this episode to this.
It's important shit.
It's
dude.
good. Yeah, it's
well,
true.
guess what? You know what? I've just
a
laid
turning
down the law.
point.
We're going 2.5 hours.
Fuck it.
We're going 2.5.
I'm with you.
I mean, listen, if we spent this much time setting up,
Yeah, I agree.
we might
Yeah.
as well do it.
Extra bonus half hour, motherfuckers.
All right, so you know what? I know we said we were going to end this, but let's just go straight up. Final thoughts. Final thoughts.
Well,
final,
is there any other things that happened in the show that was interesting? I mean, the needle in the dick was probably the
well,
craziest
Needle
thing.
and Dick, G-Raver,
And
and
that's
Larry were probably the big three,
Atticus and Schlack was amazing.
right? But that was amazing as like a death match
A
that you could
performance.
see
That was
anywhere.
right.
Yeah.
That. But as a performance, it was insane. I've never seen someone take skewers to the stomach.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
you
don't
know
want
how-
to overshadow the good. You know, that
Dude, there
happens
was
sometimes.
so much good.
You know, when
the,
like
the Drake Arrow Boy, even the Masada. I can't remember the guy.
Yo, you know what? Let's get into it. 41 Down says, "Could you just stop and discuss how good Drake / Arrow Boy was?" Brian, give us a run through.
Dude, I can't. Just the
As I burp and
it was
drink
like
more
a
Evan
WWE
Williams.
match, dude. It just looked beautiful. The spots, the kicks, they like the kicks to the face with the tubes, and just the moves they were doing, dude. It was a beautiful death match story. Arrow Boy was, goddamn. You should have seen his hand. He must have cut an artery.
Jesus.
Because his hand, like instantly, like after the match, Drake Younger pinned him, and then they grabbed his hand and they threw him the duct tape.
Jesus.
Dude, it was just awesome.
Yo, Drake Younger's got to be loving life right now because,
Dude, he's killing himself though.
well, no, he's doing great, but like,
Doing insane
you know,
shit,
like
man.
a year ago, Drake Younger was an NXT referee showing up in front of the Florida school board, like yelling about like how they should storm the Capitol.
Right.
And
well,
now
that's
all he
why
had to do was
people
just
don't like Drake because of his political views. But my stance on that is if you make good art, your political views are really not so important to me. That's like in music, people in music have had very strange ideals and they make really good music, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I really, man, you know, I met Drake Younger several times.
I hung out with him.
He's a great guy.
I smoked weed with him.
He's
I was
a
wearing
really
Jesus.
nice guy.
My shirt said Jesus is a cunt, and he hung out with me.
Yeah, you know what? Wow, Brian, that's like actually a very valid point.
He doesn't care. Like, you know, go ahead, sorry.
No, that, I mean, I don't really have anything else to say. All right, Brian, final statement on XPW. Where do you lie? Where do you stand? And then, Steve, I want you to comment. I'll comment. And then we're going to run through everything else.
I think I'm going to go, and I'm going to say that every human deserves second chances.
Nice.
And the show was fucking awesome. And I had an amazing time.
You had a great time, huh?
I did. I lost my mind. Lost my voice.
We took acid twice.
Do you want me to go or you go? You should go last.
I don't even know what to say. Go ahead, Steve.
I want to say, and everyone watching knows.
I'm going to interrupt you. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear what you have to say because I want to hear what like a layman has to say.
That's my point. That's
why we love having you here. Yo, give it up for Ball and Steve, everybody.
Hey. Thank you. People, you know me by now, and you know that I know the least. And I'm actually happy, like, Pat and I hung out this week a few times, and he brought me up to speed on what was happening in the wrestling world. I have heard Roberto Negro's voice.
We have heard it.
I have heard it. So
we've done our research. We're not just fucking posturing.
That's you guys always do your research, but I need to be brought up to speed sometimes, so you know that. So as an outsider, as someone who knows the least in the room about wrestling, but I do know my fair share. You know, I do have some cred. You know, I was a wrestling, but we're not going to go to my whole backstory. But my point is,
later.
We can.
We will.
My
going
point
to
is
later.
is that I think it's safe to say, and I think Pat would agree, that like wrestling as an art, inherent of the art form is the fuzzy line between reality and the characters in the shows. Like the wrestlers, it was kayfabe, you know? So it's very wrestling that this guy, Mr. Robert Noir, is using the reality surrounding the wrestlers and the stories that they have as part of the mystique and the allure to coming to see his shows. He's, if anything, and I correct me if I'm wrong, it's probably the most wrestling thing to do. You know,
well, a MAGA faction. Mm-hmm. A MAGA faction.
It's a brilliant thing.
It's definitely the most wrestling thing to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But however, like I think the next steps that are happening. Mm-hmm. You know, listen. I mean, I'll tell you what, dude. Mm-hmm. When I was a young boy, a young man, was playing in a band or like trying to like get whatever I was doing over. Mm-hmm. As a young, early 20-year-old guy, you're like, yo, pedal to the metal. Fuck it, dude. Yo, if I'm trying to be a skateboarder, I'm going to fucking jump this staircase that's higher than I ever jumped before. Mm-hmm. If I'm a fucking musician, I'm going to be playing like the craziest shit that nobody's playing, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm a wrestling promoter, I want to be doing the craziest shit that nobody else is doing in this entire world, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And everything's super black and white. You're fucking Rorschach, dude. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, yo, I fight for the truth and justice of what I believe to be fucking true, and let's fucking go, dude. Right? I'll waste my whole life. I'll fucking die in a gutter for what I believe when I'm 22. But then, I don't know, dude. Real life takes hold in whatever way, et cetera, et cetera. Then shades of gray start developing in your fucking, like, peripheral or whatever. And then all of a sudden, it's like, well, you know, man, I love playing music so much. Maybe I'll play a few covers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I want to be a wrestler. So maybe I won't be a death match, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's where I got mad respect for Rob, dude.
Okay.
Because Rob is like Rorschach, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
he's Rorschach.
Black and white.
He's gonna take his mask off and be like, "We'll fucking do it."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
He literally screams like that. During his
and like,
podcast, too.
and I,
He screams
you
at
know
the top
what?
of his
Like, as a
lungs.
guy who's like, maybe like more like, yo, listen, yeah, we talk a lot of shit, you know, blah blah blah. But the reason I talk a lot of shit is because I'm a pussy, and we're just sitting on this couch now. I'm not working. I'm not going anywhere. You know, I'm just a bitter guy talking shit about all the places I got fired from.
Yeah.
You know, but Rob Black, man,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
I got some respect for that.
Yeah.
Whereas a guy like Danny,
DeMonte.
and Larry said it. Larry said it, dude. It's not just me as a fan fucking making this up. Danny's a guy who all of a sudden, when pandemic hit, goes, I've dedicated my whole life to the... And it's like, and everybody who actually has...
Yeah.
I love those shows too.
Okay, yeah, shows, whatever. But everybody who actually has is like, nah.
Yeah.
So me and Larry look at each other like, nah.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not friends with Cass anymore. Because for Casanova Valentine, punk rock is something that you fucking wear on a t-shirt. Right? Like fucking being hardcore, being alternative. It's just another mode to try to fucking make friends.
Yeah.
And that's not what fucking being punk rock's all about,
No,
dude.
it's living it.
That's not, yeah, you know what I'm
live
saying?
it.
But if you're really black and white, you're not trying to
You gotta
fucking...
live it a little.
Right. So this motherfucker, and you know what?
Just a
Listen.
little bit.
And all the love,
I'm a
right?
fan. I'm
all
just
the
a
love.
fan. I'm
But
just a
for a
wrestling
fucking
fan,
guy,
damn it.
and you know, and we feel it all the time in New York City, out of towners, right? So if you grew up in your fucking treehouse upstate, you know what I'm saying? Like with your fucking 25-acre property, then all of a sudden you come to New York as
You put on a t-shirt.
and then all of a sudden you put on some fucking t-shirt, you hear some music,
knockdown,
you watch
Larry.
some wrestling, and you put on some fucking t-shirt, and you
Positivity.
come down to New York City thinking that
Positivity.
you're gonna be making. Oh, hey, listen, this show.
But you're a great guy.
But you understand where I'm getting?
Yeah.
So like a guy, you know, who wasn't born in the darkness. Yo, I got no respect, dude. Yo, it's a t-shirt, it's a tattoo. Yo, how many motherfuckers, how many wrestlers do we know who fucking get a tattoo on their hand and then take every photo like this? Fuck out of my face! Am I fucking
Fans
bugging?
do- No, people do it.
Am I bugging?
I'm just a wrestling fan.
So I'm just saying, you know, so basically what I want to say is like,
He's a
you
Roberto
know,
Black's
listen,
man.
if you punched a woman in the face at any point in your life, no matter how much of a bitch she was, you're an asshole.
Yep.
Yeah, but you
If
deserve
you
a second
are
chance.
if you are a faker or a fraud or somebody who is motivated by your fucking like bullshit Freudian need, you're a fraud. And if you don't think about your own
think-
thoughts.
Pat's went off the rails. There was whiskey involved in tonight's show. If you haven't, been
Dude,
able to
I
tell.
feel like we're making great.
I'm just saying.
I'm thinking the tea is. I'm thinking this is the best part of the show.
I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right, Brian, take over, Brian. Hey, Brian, can you remind us of the giveaway tonight?
Has there been any goddamn super chats?
No.
No one wants to give money. It's probably because we asked so hard at the
Larry's
beginning.
not here. Can we
Those are
see
the
it?
giveaways.
These are the giveaways,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Just say what they are.
I'm just staring at the fucking.
Yeah,
I
just
love
say what they are
wrestling.
because I gotta
Pat
pee.
hates everything.
You can walk.
Dude,
Pat's gonna
I do
talk
not.
about how much he hates the show as soon as it ends.
I don't. Hate, yeah. Well, I'm probably gonna be only because you doubted me.
I don't doubt you. I love you.
Talking into the.
I'm talking to
You're not even talking
because
into
you
the-
asked me to show the things, man.
All right, so top super chat gets their choice of Blvd Bullies autographed H2O staff bracelet, pendant, fucking laminate, and then what's this, Brian?
Special night.
Talk about
Collective
this.
Cards. It's very special collective cards. I don't know how to use a microphone. I'm not used to it. I usually have a headset, dude. I don't have to hold shit. I just have a headset and I don't
Just
talk.
talk about the god. Just hold your own goddamn microphone up to your face and talk
It's
about.
dude, you want me to hold the cards and do the microphone, man?
2 hands.
This is why I need a fucking headset. It's a card set from the
my
Collective,
God.
guys. It's awesome. You can't get it anymore.
Hey,
PWJ
so listen.
sells this on their site for like $50 or something.
What is it? Just say what it is.
It's a fucking pack of cards. I've said it a million times. 47 times.
Hey, Logan Stein!
There we go.
Let's go!
Go, bro.
Pat's angry punk rock rants are my
Okay,
favorite part
so
of
now-
Bullies lore. Let's go, dude. Brian,
Wait.
in your face! In your face, dude!
Can we explain how they win this now? So now if this is the only super chats of the night, Logan Stein, you have the highest super chat and the most contributions, so you get to choose the prize.
Show's not over yet, though.
Pajama Dan, my boy Dan, you would get the second prize, and you don't get to
You
choose.
would get Logan's leftovers.
You get the leftovers, bud.
So that's how
Not
it
yet,
works.
though. The show's not over yet.
Right, the show's not
Still
over.
got
but
time.
That's just
Hold the mics and the cards, Brian. Jesus.
I'm taking a piss and he's just like, I gotta hold the fuck. I don't do this. I don't do this.
I usually have a headset. Look,
I usually have a
Steve-
headset.
look,
I
Steve
usually
doesn't have to hold shit.
I don't have a mic. I can't
Steve
hold
should
the
have
cards
the
and the
giveaways.
mic at the same time.
Steve,
Fuck.
hold on to these giveaways now.
Just like,
here, you take the
Jesus
giveaways.
Christ.
It's your job now.
I love you. Here
Pass
they
it
are.
to Steve.
Here they are.
See, that's so much better. Look, we can see
Oh
ourselves. in
wow.
it. That's pretty trippy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I just want to
That's
say
awesome.
That's pretty sick, dude.
That's pretty sick. Anyway, it's their
I'm totally mad at you, Brian, for
Mad at me?
I think that my punk rock.
No, it was
rap-
great. That was the best part of the show.
It's supposed to be positive.
Wait, we are being positive. We are being positive, Brian.
And Brian, you trying to stop
I'm
him
sucking
from the
it.
rant is also part of the
you,
lore.
Brian.
The
sucking-
lore is
you know?
great.
I thought you were my friend.
Logan
You didn't even
Stein
raise
gets
your
it.
hand.
You haven't raised your hand one time.
Oh, Logan Stein says, I need the elusive Bald Steve signature.
All
Damn
right, Brian. I'm
He
gonna
chose the signature. Wow.
I'm gonna tell you this, Brian. Just because I already hold on, watch this. Check it out. You see the TV? Check it out. Look. Okay, boom, nailed it. Oh yeah, let's go.
You're the only one looking at
All
it.
right, so because you think I've been so negative, I'm gonna cut out all the other negative things I was gonna say on the show. So
Okay.
before
so
I do
we
that,
have no other
No,
topics
see, now you
left.
fucked it up because I wanted to know your other negative thoughts.
you want to hear it?
Now we might as well. We're on the
What's
train.
the next topic?
Well, I mean, I was gonna cut because Sean's not here. The official ring announcer of Outlaw Pro Wrestling, Sean, is not here. So I was gonna cut a whole.
See, now you went. You see, you did.
I think I blew my.
you
Nah,
blew your
don't do
load,
that.
bro. You came all over everybody's face.
one every hour. So
I was
blew it,
yeah.
blew it.
I can't do it, but I'll just say this. Mm-hmm. Because.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what the hell, Brian?
Oh, the cops
It's a
here.
visitor.
It's the cops, isn't it?
Should I
Oh,
let
it's
him in?
that punk. It's that.
Oh, it's
It's James. It might be James.
Are we gonna do more XPW from a third party?
Here, hold my
Let's
mic.
get him in there.
All right, hey. Steve, I'm about to talk into both of these.
Okay.
Hey, guys. Hold on. You know what? Steve, I'm gonna sit right like this. Hey guys, it's Blvd Bullies. We said this was a giveaway show, but really we mean give away. And we said that the show was a studio show, but really we mean like studio show.
Yeah, Joe in question.
Show.
Officer Steve Grabowski.
And I don't know what's about to happen, but we could continue to do giveaways. We had a whole bunch of things to talk about.
Yeah. What do we want to talk about?
Sean's calling me. Sean's probably like, Pat, end the stream right now.
We gotta answer it. Put him on speakerphone.
Let's answer it. Hold on.
This is now we're really going like the.
Hold
Robert
it to your
Black show.
mic.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. We're in the middle of this show.
Oh,
I
I think you wanted me to call in.
I did want you to call in.
You want me to call back?
Have you been watching?
Yeah, that's why I called.
Oh, but is everything okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, listen, we're on 1:30 But we're probably going to go 2:30. And yes, I do realize, Sean, I know what you're saying. We started with
He
20.
didn't say anything.
We're
What are you
starting-
saying? Sean, what do you want? Why are you
starting with-
calling?
I understand you're trying to call because we started with 20. We're down to 7.
Oh, Jesus.
But that's just how this show goes, Sean. You know? And honestly, if I were you, I would even put my name on this.
Listen, I'm here. I just want to say hi to Steve.
Hey, Sean. It's good to see you, man.
How's the show? Can you tell it's good? Can you tell Pat it's good so he doesn't feel bad?
I don't think you can
This
honestly
is
say
phenomenal
that.
as always. I think Brian's pillows add flavor to the show along
You
with
like my
Slacks'
pillows, see?
face.
Nice.
Larry's
And
face.
Pat, your tank top is phenomenal. You are ready for the summer.
Hey, thanks. Bam, bam.
Bam!
All right, so, you know,
Hi to you guys.
and listen, I am going to call you within the next 30 minutes because we are going to be getting WrestleMania predictions. What are you stirring? What are you stirring over there?
The one in time we only have a guest. He comes and makes the
Why are you
fucking noise.
stirring? All right, hey, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.
This motherfucker back here. What's he stirring? He's stirring something. He's
Made
making
a
a cocktail.
Wow, that looks delicious.
This
Come
is
on
my,
in
this,
here.
This is my fellow XPW traveler.
All right, so
Here,
I
come
want
sit,
you
come
to
sit.
take over. I want you to take over.
Come sit.
All right. So, you know what? Listen, Blvd Bullies bonus time. We were going to move on, but now we need
Look, you're gonna block Larry, man. Don't fuck Larry up.
we're going to have Brian do an interview with his friend who went to XPW.
Nice.
Without further ado, we're not going to interrupt. Hey, James.
We might
Good to see you,
interrupt.
dude. What are you drinking? What did you make?
It's a little bit of tequila pineapple.
Oh my God, good for you.
You only made one.
I
You only made
I'm
one
probably the last person who. It's probably very well stirred.
Well, hello. Who are you, and what are you doing here? How's it going?
Brian, interview
All
James
right,
about the
James.
show,
All right, James. James
and
was my
you're.
partner. James was my partner in our XPW. Here comes the revenge extravaganza.
Nice.
So basically,
You look
what-
familiar. Where have I seen you before? Were
He
you
now,
on-
he now shaved his face.
Yeah, use the mic. Use the mic.
He looks like a perfect XPW crowd member.
You look like Pedro Pascual a little bit.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I think you do.
He's got the
Very
lemmy.
handsome
He's
look
got
great.
the lemmy. He's got a lemmy.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I'm a friend of the show. Thanks for having me on. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Nice
you
to
guys.
meet you. Nice to meet you. What was your
Nice
name
to meet you
again?
as well, I'm James.
James.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
for
Welcome
having me.
aboard.
Hello, James. Appreciate it.
Hey. So you went to XPW.
I know we've been talking about this for about a minute now, and I'm a little bit
Only a
late, and
minute.
I apologize. But
Do you wrestle? Are you a wrestler?
I'm not a wrestler. Okay. I'm just a fan of wrestling.
does MMA.
Nice.
I
Oh,
do
well, that's cool.
jiu-jitsu. I'm a jiu-jitsu fighter.
No.
no
This is
stick-
great. I want to
no
know.
stick,
I
no,
don't know.
It's fun. It's good stuff.
Nice.
Look at his ears, Steve.
Oh yeah, I can see you got the
got a-
MMA ears. Yeah, look at that.
MMA ears.
Yeah.
Cauliflower.
So you've worn? Do you have to wear those things that Steiner did? Which Steiner was that?
No, exactly.
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
That's a mistake. I
Are you
made.
warm? Do you want?
Which
to
is
take
the
your jacket
Steiner
off?
that wore the ear
hold the
protectors? Pat, which is the Steiner that wore the ear protectors? He's ignoring me.
Steve, that would be Rick Steiner.
Oh, I can hear you. Just speak loud enough. I can hear you. Anyway, well, welcome. And so you're here to talk about the XPW show, the topic that we've been wanting to change for the last 40 minutes.
Right.
He's late to the show.
I'll be very brief with it. I'll be very brief. I was. We had a great time. I'll preface it with that. We did imbibe a little bit of acid.
Nice.
We've gone through. They know this part.
Yeah, of course, right. But that's
No, just confirmation though is
it's
great.
The precursor to the events. I was appalled.
At
all
what?
right? I was repulsed.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
Have you been to death matches before? Have you
I
ever seen death
I've
matches?
been to a couple ICWs. Grew up watching the CZW stuff.
Okay, so you've seen some
Obviously,
shit.
ECW. We've seen some stuff.
But this one was beyond the pale. This one
We
was.
were actually at the. I went to that event with these guys, the H2O event when Tremont blew himself up.
You have we're giving away.
We're
the
giving
pass.
away-
We're
Nice,
giving away
yeah.
the
nice.
pass.
It's
Cool.
a fantastic prize. I think somebody should definitely claim it if they haven't already.
Sweet.
There's runnings. There's runnings.
Nice.
There's runnings. That's fantastic.
What can I ask you? What were you repulsed by?
Yeah,
that you
what-
haven't been repulsed by at other shows.
You know
What
what
made
it
this
was?
different?
And I feel like you told me you were repulsed before you even saw the dick.
I was. You know what it was? It just.
Wait, was the dick repulsive?
It was so close and in my face.
Was it a normal
and
dick?
It's been a minute since I've been. To a
Not
show
the dick.
like
I think
that.
you just mean the violence in general.
The dick itself, the dick twist was.
It wasn't, dude. Do you know? Okay, to be fair, me and James were sitting at an angle where you couldn't see that he pierced this guy's dick.
I gotcha.
Like
I closed my
thought
eyes.
it was merely a dick twist. We thought he grabbed his dick.
Merely
and
a
just
dick
fucked with it.
twist.
When he pulled
Right.
his pants down and twisted the dick,
He didn't. He stabbed it.
I laughed hysterically.
He stabbed.
Understood.
The dick.
Understood.
James doesn't even
I
see
didn't even
that.
see the stab. I didn't
Right.
even see the stab.
Okay.
Like,
Right.
I was literally, my head was in my hands like this, and
He
I
was appalled. He didn't even know it was stabbed with
So
a
the
syringe.
the twist was horrible enough.
Right. I didn't know. I was.
The
I was
twist
gonna,
was
right.
the brutal part.
It was-
You're
I-
telling
I
me there
loved
was a
it.
needle too?
Right.
Oh my god.
The needle was hanging out of the dick.
It was really funny. I enjoyed it. I don't know if you guys went into depth on the main event, right? You guys didn't go into depth.
We've
on the main
been
event.
mostly talking about the dick.
Please
Yeah.
do it uninterrupted because, by God, I would love a 30-second clip with no. All right, here we go.
The main event, you know,
Do you remember
Schlack
who
came
wrestled?
out.
Do you remember who
Right.
wrestled?
Schlack came out. He fought.
Please,
What did I just say?
30 seconds.
Oh my god! We just need a
30
fucking
seconds.
soundbite.
I gotta say this.
One soundbite. Okay. Shh, shh.
Schlack
It's
is
his
a,
home.
is
It's
a
his home.
very, he's a very nice.
Wait,
guy.
start. Wait, hang on.
Hold on,
Hang on. And shh. And
Sorry for yelling.
action.
Schlack is a really nice guy. The place itself, this is a little bit of insight to the place that it was held, had no bathroom. All right, so the bathroom itself was upstairs in the locker room. So when I asked the front lady, you know, the lady who was handling the tickets and stuff, I go, you know, I said, where's the bathroom? I got to piss my pants. I'm going to be drinking all day, you know. And I said, I got to pee. She goes, oh, well, there's a bathroom upstairs. So I go upstairs, and sure enough, there's the locker room, and all the guys are in there in their junk, you know, their junk's hanging out and everything. All the women are there, and I feel extremely awkward, right? Because I'm not supposed to be there. It feels like I'm not supposed to be there. But I go in. She's like, no, go behind the curtain. I go behind the curtain. Everybody's doing their thing. And Schlack goes, yeah, we can't have nobody in the bathroom in here anymore. The guys are getting dressed back there, and that's it. That's the last bathroom guy.
Green Slack.
And I go to Schlack.
This freaking Slack.
God bless him.
And I go to Schlack, and I go, well, where's the bathroom, Schlack? Because I
We don't have bathrooms.
I gotta pee, man. You know, he goes, well, there's one downstairs, so if you want to go down there and, you know, check it out, I don't know, you gotta go figure it out.
Yeah, there isn't.
And I go, all right, man, Schlack, thanks, dude. Like, whatever. Like, I give him a pound.
Oh, I must have missed it. My bad.
Yeah,
Don't murder me.
whatever it was. So then I go downstairs, and there's a fucking line down the block for the bathroom, of course. Which is
There is one. But
So
there is a bathroom. It was the most disgusting bathroom you could ever possibly imagine.
Wait
There
a
was-
second. Hang on. Stop.
The guys.
Stop.
Interrupt.
So
Only
I
you're
am
allowed to
no, I am
interrupt.
interrupting. I am interrupting. So wait a minute. How did we go from there's no bathroom downstairs to there is a bathroom downstairs? Did you see the
James
line?
is on acid. Remember, James is on acid.
Well,
Did
yeah.
you see the line and you were like, I'm gonna see if there's a second
No,
bathroom somewhere?
I just thought there was people hanging out, and when I went to went to the front lady, she goes, "Well, there's a bathroom upstairs." So I naturally thought that's where the
gotcha.
bathroom.
Okay.
was.
When you say front lady,
So
you mean lady at the
okay.
front.
All right.
I had to
All
really
right.
do some deep diving and research on the bathroom situation when I got downstairs, but I found it eventually, and it was disgusting. And the guy's dick syringe was hanging right there on the floor.
Oof.
And I smelled it, and I didn't. It was,
Okay.
it didn't smell that great. But here's the thing.
Locker room leader Slack.
So yeah, no, he's a good guy. He's a real good guy. He pointed me to the bathroom, and I'll appreciate that. You know, that was my one interaction I had with
I'm
him.
like the 10th fan to go to the bathroom. That's
So
what,
what I'm getting is
It was- I
what
had
I'm
to
getting.
have been.
Here's the story I'm getting. You saw the line for the bathroom, and you were like,
Kevin
I'm
Gill.
gonna
Shout out
find the
Kevin Gill.
locker room bathroom, and Schlack scared you
wow,
away.
So there you go. So
like
he set it up like it was like a venue prop, but it sounds like he tried to find a shortcut.
That's what I'm thinking.
He's like, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna put you in the sleeper hold if the next person that comes in here and grabs the bathroom. But I was like, all right, look, I don't want any smoke.
Like, doesn't give sleeper holds. He puts plastic bags over
Yes.
people's
Yeah,
faces.
Yeah, he's like,
Love
you're
it.
gonna catch
God
a bag
damn
of bleach if I
Yeah.
catch you in the bathroom.
There
All
he is.
Right.
He's
I don't
right
want
behind
any of
Brian
that.
too. Look at that. That's awesome.
I don't want any of that. He's a really nice guy. Contrary
Back to the main
picture.
event.
Yeah, the main event: Schlack versus Atticus Koger. Fantastic main event. Extremely bloody, extremely brutal. I was right there. I was right underneath the scaffolding, and I got a little bit of glass on me. I thought I might have had some glass in my eye at some point.
probably did.
Which is fantastic, right? Because which is exactly what I want to experience when I go to a deathmatch show, right? I want to get glass. I want to smell.
Yeah. If
the
there's no
blood.
glass in your eye, it hasn't been a real death
I
match.
want right. I want to smell the blood. I want to smell the blood, sweat, and tears, and I want the glass
Just no dicks.
to rain on top of me. The dicks, I get.
People say the best spots are when they set up all the tubes and they splash into the
I
fucking
will
audience.
say say.
The people love those are the best parts of the show,
to the
dude.
points
The
that we're
dicks
making
is
before-
mine.
The exploding tubes into the audience.
To the point that I was making
God damn
before
it.
about the rated R. Okay, when you see a full frontal dick, that is the line being drawn
It
between
is.
rated R and NC-17.
I think that's what we've been trying to discover this whole night.
Exactly.
You know?
You know what it is, and the whole kid
I think you're right.
scenario, I could see it being an uproar because of the fact that it's really look. You can
There's
bring a
dicks
kid
in
to a-
R-rated movies, bro.
It's not.
There
an
are.
R-rated movie,
It's
though.
a
When
lot
you-
less, but there are.
Again,
Right.
when you
about,
draw,
like,
it's
Jack-
What's not an
it's
R-rated? What do you mean
a-
it's not an R-rated
Full
movie?
frontal dick. NC-17.
No, no,
draws
no.
that line.
There
that's
is full
penetration.
frontal
That's
dick
pen-
in our movies
that's
too.
penetration.
Is the line in the
There
sand
is.
between rated
you,
R
Steve.
and rated NC-17.
No, you're
No,
not
that's
correct.
not. That's
You're-
not
you're
true
not
though.
speaking facts.
That's
we
not
cross-
true. That's not true.
There's dicks in movies.
There
now.
are
Yes.
full
There's
frontal
been
dicks
dicks
in
in
some
R-rated
R
movies.
movies.
Yeah,
Yes.
Well, I mean,
yes.
I guess
What makes a movie NC-17 would be a sexual scene where they are either giving oral sex or penetration.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically. Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
There
That's
was
facts.
penetration, except it was a needle. And it went inside
True.
the dick.
No, I
Okay. Oh, he's going on. Is
That's
that
mutilation.
penetration?
No, that's
No,
not
no.
penetration.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't.
It wasn't carnal
No, you're
knowledge.
bugging.
All right. Well,
Whatever it is, I would say it's definitely R-rated material. It's for adults.
Yeah.
It's a porn. It's pornography wrestling.
Yeah.
Jackass, pornography, and wrestling, all three wrapped up
Yeah,
into one.
Yeah. Yeah. We can't not talk about this topic.
I want the show to keep going with them.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you're doing
It's a
good so
great-
far.
it's a
What was
great,
his name? James? Was it?
James.
James, you're doing great. Jim.
appreciate you guys.
Shimbo.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I like your
have,
fish.
We played in the band together.
Nice. What band were you guys in?
Footage of a Yeti.
Jesus Christ, Steve.
They want to know too.
They
right?
do.
We played in footage of
Mine Dead is in the goddamn chat.
A brief.
You were in footage of a Yeti.
One of the original members. I might
Nice.
add.
Nice.
Shout out Kevin
Yeah.
Gill.
Shout out footage of a Yeti. Shout out. Shout out. Jesse Heisenberg or whatever. Jesse Heimowitz.
Fellow Jew.
Yeah.
He's
Shout
got a
out
new
Jesse
band
Heimowitz.
now.
Yeah.
And his band is
Shout
actually
out,
pretty
y'all.
cool.
Shout out.
So shout
I
out
wish
to
I was
Jesse and
playing
his new
music.
band. Much luck to him.
Right now, I mean.
The event itself was fantastic. I would definitely attend again. I would recommend anybody else to go to the event
Yeah.
and experience it for yourself because it's one of those things you have to experience.
Yeah.
You can't just watch it on a TV. You
But
can't
should
just-
they be warned?
Can I tell you
yeah,
one? Can I
I would
tell you
say
one
so.
thing
They
that
should
you
be
said?
warned.
I would
James
There might be a
mentioned-
dick.
James mentioned before any of the controversy that there was the kid. There was a kid there. So James mentioned that there should be no kids here.
Yeah, even before the dick showed up.
I mean, not that
no, afterwards.
After the
Because
dick.
kids
So
the kids were
death
really-
match
I don't
is
wanna-
fine.
it was just the one kid.
I don't want to get too much into the political scene of the.
What if there was
the
a
actual
ball
event.
pit? What if there was a separate room with a ball pit with a few thumbtacks in it for kids to go to? Because,
That
you
would
know,
be more
I want you
That'd
to
toughen
know
'em up.
something else. The owner, the creator, the originator of this promotion that you're talking about, he doesn't even let his kids watch YouTube. Little,
He
those
didn't bring his
little,
kids to the show.
You know
those
what he
little
does
pequeño
do?
negros, dude.
Little pequeño negros.
They don't watch fucking deathmatch. They don't watch YouTube, dude.
They're not allowed.
Pequeño negro.
I don't want to get too much into the behind the scenes. I don't want to create enemies in the scene that things.
Too
that,
late
that,
for
Go ahead, you're on this show. You
You're
might as
already on
well.
this show,
things
bud.
that they don't want to be seen on TV, you know. But I will say I don't think it's a good idea to have a young child running around.
Seeing a dick.
It's not even the dick. The dick. The show.
All right, that joke's over. I jumped the shark on the joke.
Notwithstanding, after the show, when they're cleaning up all the glass and things like that, you could tell the kid to be like, you know, please watch out. You know what I'm saying? But a kid's a kid, and he might just trip over his own 2 feet.
That's interesting. No,
Clean
that's
And he
glass.
may
yeah.
land in a piece of glass. And look, now, whether or not you were willing to deal with the consequences of whatever action that may take place, you still probably don't want the kid to have a piece of glass in his hand.
I
And
agree.
he could learn that
It's
lesson.
on
And
the
Brian's whole point about it is that, well, he'll learn a lesson and he won't do it again. Again, a kid's
Bad
a kid.
take, bad take, Brian.
Bad take, because a kid's
don't
a
agree.
kid.
Good bad
He
take.
will trip over his own 2 feet, whether he wants to or whether he's learned to or not. And
Once he trips and falls, he's not going to want to fucking do it again.
Yeah.
Well-
Well, I think any
Horrible.
parent would say, "Hey, if I'm in a room and there's a pile of broken glass, my
had-
kid's gonna be in that pile of broken glass." Like
had
you know
to
it.
see the kid hopscotching and skipping and shouting all over this glass. and
Yeah.
barbed
Kid in the
wire.
world.
Of course he
though,
would.
man.
I
He looked
would.
fa- He looked like
I
he
would
was-
have. I'd have been
literally
like,
have
look
to-
at this big pile of glass. Let me jump into it. I was that kid. So of course.
That was probably one of the more horrifying things
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
don't even
dude.
have a
Well,
kid.
dude. The video of that we did of Combat of Death back in the day with the kids. We were talking about 2017.
See, I'm never gonna have kids, so I'm not gonna have this problem ever.
There was a piece of wood, a plank of wood, maybe three.
nails,
Yeah.
with nails.
No. Like 3 feet by 4 foot piece of wood that had gusset plates all in it, and there were 2 kids just playing with it, like kicking at it, kicking it with their feet and wiping the soles of their shoes on it, So these 2 little kids were definitely playing with the deathmatch stuff. And you know what was funny is that was the sign to where the parking was. But it just happened to have gusset plates on it because it's a goddamn deathmatch show.
Kids will be kids, and they're going to play.
That's a
where they
good
play.
point. You have a really good point, James. Is
But
that it's not a safe
but
place for
yeah,
a kid.
But the parental, there was parental guidance, and maybe you'd be like, I didn't hear. I'm sure he's grown up in the scene. I'm sure he's been around 1,000 deathmatch shows. I'm sure he's played it on a lot of fucking glass.
Mm-hmm.
However, I would have just been like, as a parent, hey, maybe watch
You
out
know
the
what,
glass,
maybe-
watch
How do you
out
know
the-
he hasn't? I mean,
We know
technically,
he
he
peaks
could have
out
fallen in
Billy.
glass
You're
many
right,
times.
You're right.
Nah.
He might just not give a fuck. That kid's gonna grow up to be the best deathmatch wrestler in the
You
world.
don't want a piece of glass in the kid's eye. I'll tell you that much. In the hand and the knee, you might be able to get away with, but in the eye,
You might be touching upon an interesting topic of discussion.
I think that's why child services get involved.
Well, you might be touching upon something interesting.
Why is that funny, Patrick?
Dude, why do you just automatically think, what do you watch too much Law and Order? You just think like the XPW happens and child services gets involved?
Dude, people that watch the internet are crazy, and if they see children around violence like that, they'll call the police.
I
When MJF
think
said
you're
that he
right.
did
I think
what
he's
he
right.
did,
I think if
the
anybody
police
called the
department
police-
got mad phone calls that MJF did what he did.
Yeah,
You're
because
right.
Because people are crazy.
No, you're right.
Don't laugh at me, you bastard.
We're touching up.
I apologize.
We're touching upon something that's very interesting that I think you guys will appreciate. This means that this type of art is reaching a stage of popularity that it warrants a warning to parents.
Right.
That's a huge
It
deal.
always has, though.
Of course it always has, but it's been so
parental,
unpopular and such a
'cause it's
niche
also-
part
it's-
of culture that it hasn't warranted it on a
'cause it's
federal
indie,
level.
it's
Like
indie.
this will bring a
Parental
suit to the
discretion
White
is
House
advised.
saying, okay, there's a thing called death matches that are happening now, America, and if you bring your kids to one, they need to know you might see a dick, there might be broken glass around, there might be barbed wire around that they could trip into. There's going to be they've gotten popular enough for now a national attention is what I'm trying to say is an interesting topic of discussion.
Kind of interesting thing to talk about.
Agreed. What do you think?
James, I heard from Brian that the show made you physically ill.
It did. At certain points, I was physically ill.
Which
I can't
points?
say whether or not that was the lack of sleep, whether or not that was the drugs that I was tripping on at the time,
Right.
Whether it was a combination of all the different factors of the long travel that we took to get there, which which was
There was a
fun.
lot of blood.
There was a lot of blood. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my old age.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm
Well, a
just
little
getting
bit of
to a
acid
point where it's
can't
like,
help.
hey,
I felt great.
Yeah.
A little bit of acid
Yeah.
can't help the situation.
I don't know what it was, but maybe it was just I bought a seat and I stood up the entire
Oh, of
the
course,
entire
of
time
course.
because
I'm
it
going
was
back,
this
Steve.
big and
We were
Brian
all
Go
around
in.
town.
failed to
So you're
give
just
me
getting
the
old. is what you're
information that I
saying.
need. You know what
I'm
it is?
sorry,
I think that might be
motherfucker.
a
You
sign.
said you'll last minute fucking Mary over here. Come to the show fucking
You're right.
hour late.
You're right. Well, the nature of the job
Nothing is
that I don't
sacred
know
here
what
if you
I'm
haven't
doing
noticed.
until the day
We take a
We
before.
were
look at
late
him.
to the show because this
Roberto Negro.
motherfucker was late. New Jersey
We
Transit
were not
sucks.
late. The only thing that
9
we
dead.
couldn't do was get the fantastic, delicious Philly cheesesteaks that I was promised, that I was looking highly forward to.
We're not even in Philly.
Well, apparently this place had a
Philly cheesesteak?
delectable Philly cheesesteak spot.
a Jersey
next door.
cheesesteak.
It was a Jersey cheesesteak,
Nice.
and I still to this day am very sad that we didn't get it.
I couldn't eat shit. I was good.
Yeah, I wasn't good. I was really hungry. But yeah, it was a factor of all of it. But I was physically ill at some points, and I think I had to do.
But it had nothing to do with the show. It was
had
your.
nothing to do. It was no.
physical
it was
fatigue.
The show. It was the show because it was so violent. I don't think I was ready because I've been to ICW and it's been violent. I've seen some stuff. Whatever this and that the other thing. But I don't know. There was something about that show
Rated
that got to me.
hard R.
And you know what? That's a sick selling point for the actual promotion XPW itself because it was
Jesus
so
Christ.
violent.
I didn't spill it. I didn't even spill it. I didn't even spill it.
I saw the catch.
Don't pan over to me. No, go back. I didn't spill it, all right? Just keep
He saved it. Oh no! Going off the rails.
Look! Get
God
knocked
damn
out,
it.
Schlack.
Schlack.
All right, James, you're going solo.
So I will say, I'm not somebody who's
back.
easily squeamish. I don't easily get sick to my stomach of gore and things like that. I'm a big horror fan. And I watch a lot of this wrestling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hardcore wrestling in the past. So I will say this: if you are someone who on my level as not so easily squeamish, and you are interested in something like wrestling, deathmatch wrestling, XPW might be the promotion that you want to go check out. If you really want to get,
I can't believe it ended that way. I thought it was.
well, yeah.
He likes being grossed out, dude.
Well, that's the thing, is it because certain
Yeah.
people it
Yeah.
could go either way, because the fact, like, look, if you don't want to see shit like that, maybe don't go to XPW. But if you want to take it to the next level, if you want to take it to level 11, if you really want to go there, all right, XPW probably has what you want.
Yeah.
And I would definitely recommend going to that show. I had a great time. I think Brian had a great time.
But if you're a normal human, it's probably not for you.
If you're a normal human,
And I feel the same way. That's how I got kind of into CZW
Are any of us
and
normal
XPW.
humans?
Originally,
I guess not.
it was like, oh, you want to be kind of be on the fringe, kind of be doing some like weird shit.
I would say. I agree.
I'm glad. I'm so happy for your review.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Yeah, it was
I'm
better
actually
than
so
anything
happy
Brian
that you're
told
here,
us.
'cause we're all gonna do WrestleMania predictions, and you're gonna be involved, and so is Steve.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
all here.
WrestleMania predictions.
We're all going right into it.
Yeah. Do you have the card? Brian's
I have the
job
card.
was to get the card. Let's go. Let's move on over. Now check it out. So basically, here's how it works.
I don't know what night 1 and 2 are. It's just
It's all right.
just like
yeah,
the card.
They haven't really announced it, or if they have, I haven't been paying attention.
Right.
So I'm doing Brian. I'm doing PK. I'm doing Steve. And I'm doing James.
Yes.
And basically, the whole point of us doing this way is that if James or Steve
I'm
has-
sorry. I'm sorry. Hang on.
He's peeing.
What's happening?
No, this is unusable. Hang on.
Right, Larry. You can't. Look, James doesn't even care about Larry.
Yeah, what the fuck, James?
Larry's a great guy.
I got you, Steve. I got-
Put him next to you. He's involved. No.
On my lap.
We're here.
That's where he'd like to be. He'd want
Oh
to
my
be there.
God!
anyway.
What's happening now?
Going off the
Yeah, there we
rails.
go. Oh, God.
Oh
There goes
Jesus Christ!
Schlack.
Just don't forget to bend over when you walk past that. Hey, you know what, guys?
Just put the skateboard down.
I love Schlack.
You know what, guys? Thank you so much for watching. Oh my God!
Sorry, I needed to
Blvd
save
Bullies.
Larry.
Steve definitely got a little too high.
No, I'm joining in on the fun. I'm breaking the
I
fourth
want
wall
you
like
to
the rest of
be
you.
joining in on the fun.
WrestleMania.
Hi,
WrestleMania.
Yo, you know what? Listen, hey, 2 weeks ago, Larry Legend exclusive interview. Best stream probably ever, right? Last week? Oh my God. The follow up, part 2, probably double that. This week?
No, that's not true.
Okay, Brian, could you
Don't tell lies.
shut the fuck up and let me tell my
All right,
wrestling
sorry.
story?
I'm sorry.
Now it's over now. All right. Hey, let's do some WrestleMania predictions. WrestleMania predictions. Brian, your homework was that you have the cards. Whether it's night 1 or night 2, who knows what it is. But the loser of this, between me and you, is going to eat like the worst shit that's ever been fucking excreted
spicy?
in human existence.
Or like
Oh,
just
God.
something that's disgusting.
oh, something
Like
disgusting.
a raw fish.
Like a raw fish.
Like a bronzino, but you just have to eat it raw.
Like a raw bronzino.
Yeah, like a fish.
Yeah. The loser of us two's WrestleMania predictions has to eat a raw bronzino. Which, by the way, most importantly, I'll fucking eat a raw bronzino. I don't
bones
give
and
a
all.
Fuck. But it's like the loser pays for it
Oh,
as well.
that's even
You
higher
buy
stakes.
Your own raw bronze.
Just the head.
Okay. And,
Just the head.
and here's the thing.
eat it with pickles, and you gotta eat it with olives.
That's
Oh
right.
man, why are you here?
That's right. Hell yeah, James. So listen, and here's another thing. Just for pride, just for fucking like chutzpah. If Steve or James gets more predictions right than us, it's just like an official thing that like we suck.
Do we all have to eat it, or do we just not have to eat
Okay.
anything?
Well, no.
That would be funny.
The loser between you and I has to eat the raw bronzino.
Bet. And if we tie, then we're good.
Brian, why are you always bringing up The most convoluted.
Yeah, it's like he's got to write a contract.
There's little things. The little things
head
matter.
broke now,
Dude.
Brian.
Yeah.
The
You
goddamn-
broke my pen.
I smashed him because of how frustrated you made me.
You can still use it. It's still usable. Look. This writes.
Stop! Don't look at me. Don't touch it.
This writes, dude. It writes. It's all good. We'll get into specifics later.
So what's the first match?
This is the worst show ever.
It's the best show ever.
enjoy it.
Hey, Kevin Gill, what's up, dude? Thanks
up?
for
What's up, Kevin?
finding out how to use a computer. 85-year-old Kevin Gill chilling in there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
messages, Kevin
Gill,
Gill.
I don't have anything against you. It's just that one day I made a joke that you were
messaged
75 years old, and now I can't let go of it, and I can't stop doing it.
But is that Kevin
it's an
Gill or is that
Everwell
just Kevin Gill's show? I don't know.
I'm probably like as old as Kevin Gill, so the
Yeah.
joke is that I'm also 88 years old. You know. Anyway, so I just want to like clarify that. Anyway.
So we're in the chat is 75-year-old Kevin Gill.
Hey, Kevin Gill, way to
Shout
find
out.
the Wi-Fi
He's a
password.
hardworking NYHC
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I'm surprised you know what internet
world,
is.
bro.
Thanks. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you stepped on my shit. I was gonna talk about him finding the Wi-Fi password in the nursing home,
exactly.
the NYHC. Nursing
I hope
home.
somebody gets you to
Have
bed.
you seen the
Gets you to bed
CBGBs?
nice.
They were it was turned into a
What?
elder community.
Can we get into the
Anyway,
goddamn
Yeah,
WrestleMania?
Reel it in. Reel
God
it in.
damn it.
Brian, let's go. God damn it, dude.
All right, so The Miz is hosting it. Let's just get into Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio.
The Miz is hosting it. He's just a host now, huh?
He's just a host. Yes, father versus
Rey
son.
Mysterio's fighting son. And just for a little quick backstory for you, James, and for you, Steve, the Dominic Mysterio, oh my God, he took a bad turn, dude. It's like he smoked pot for the first time, hung out with Brian once. Dude, completely betrayed his family. Completely betrayed them, right?
No, but whoa, Ray betrayed him, motherfucker.
Oh, hot take.
Whoa. Poor dad. Not a good father. Left his son at home alone. I know he's a provider, but you still left the boy alone. Stranded him. He had no father figure. Now he's a criminal.
Wow, okay, so Brian, that's a pretty good take. Steve, who's convinced you? Me or Brian? Who's going to win, father or son? Cholo, son, or honorable, ashamed father?
It is a tough one. Does nostalgia win or does present day win?
Well, that's up for you to decide, Steve.
I think the kid's gonna win.
And he's going into the Hall of Fame. Rey Mysterio is having a Hall of Fame ceremony.
All the more reason the kid's gonna win.
Wow,
yeah,
okay.
all the more
so
reason.
Steve, I'm going to mark you down as Dom.
Dumb? D-U-M-B?
Dom. James, what do you think? Given the current situation that we just described to you, what do you think? Father, good guy, versus son, bad guy.
That's
Han
objective.
Solo.
That's objective.
You know, fucking Adam Driver killed goddamn Han Solo.
Yeah, which is why the son one's gonna win.
Yeah, so what do you think?
I think that's a pretty obvious choice. I think because Dom has a story arc that he's working on developing at this point, I think that he's going to be the obvious winner in this match. I think it's going to be a passing of the torch moment, and he's going to take it from his father.
Smart.
You know what, James? Couldn't have said it better, my goddamn self. And I'm going to go ahead and double down on that
Well,
opinion.
let's just all go it. Because I
You're
agree.
going Dom as
Yes,
well?
It's obviously Dom.
So, like, Ray is obviously finally getting into it, slapping his son.
It might be his last match ever. It's his Hall of Fame ceremony. Why wouldn't he lose to his son? To
You know
have
what?
his son have a boosted career.
Only now, because we've all voted Dom.
Of course, you want to
Am I
go.
gonna-
You want to
well,
go
no,
Ray.
let me at least argue the counterpoint real quick.
Yeah, you could.
10 seconds.
Yeah,
10
yeah, yeah.
seconds, right?
Bet.
Dom still gets over because Dom, the whole reason that this is happening is that Dom has already been over. And even though he's terrible on the mic and he looks super awkward and he's super weird, it's just he's so oddly prison mic funny that everybody's like on Dom.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's Rey Mysterio's Hall of Fame weekend. Mm-hmm. Father versus son. Dom could take the L. Mm-hmm. Later on, his co-faction member, Rhea Ripley, could take the W. Doesn't harm any of them at all because the next night on Monday Night Raw, they're all going to come out as a group anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, my father might have beat me, but screw him anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're right back to business. Ray gets his Hall of Fame victory, teaches Dom a lesson just for the night And then next week we're right back on the train.
Dude,
So
I just gotta
dumb,
say
stay
something.
heel,
I gotta say
stump.
something. You know when you watch Better Call Saul, and Better Call Saul's in a hard moment, and you know what he does? He lawyers his way out of the situation. This is Pat's talent right here. Is that we all said it's gonna be this kid. But he gave us a good ass
pretty good.
storyline
Not bad.
that could justify Ray, which is like, dude, that's a talent right there. You Better Call Saul it out of
James,
that.
do you agree that you could see that happening for Ray now?
I'd be absolutely shocked.
It would be
if he
shocking,
won-
but it would
if
be
he won
good.
the fight. But it would be a fantastic moment for WrestleMania. I think that for Ray to have one more final big moment like that to happen over his son, it's just unlikely.
Yeah.
And that's just how I'm feeling.
We're in-
about it.
we're in, like,
it would be
imagine
really cool.
if.
I love Ray. I'm a huge Ray fan. Grew up watching Ray, and it would be I don't know much about the son, so it'd be great to watch him win. I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, I agree. And,
Yeah.
and think about it. It's like, it is true because it's Ray's Hall of Fame weekend. And what does Ray want? He's like, let me put Dom over.
Yeah.
Let me put Dom
It's
over.
true. It's
You
a
know,
good
so that's
counterpoint.
probably-
Good
But
counterpoint.
I'm just saying that I could have seen a world.
There is a universe in which the other storyline exists.
All right, so we're all on Dom. None of us are really at risk for eating anything weird.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Next one, Brian. Just give me anything else, Brian.
Next, it's going to be Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus versus Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. And it's just a 3-on-3 tag team women's match.
I think that's another one in the same vein.
That's hard. I mean, it's hard to say who would go over in that match because
Well, I can't always, but I think what they have been saying is that what the Ryan Sapps and the Meltzers and the dirt sheets of the world have been saying is that they're primed for a Legends turn, meaning that it's Becky, Lita, Trish versus like the heel woman's faction, and that one of the Legends
it's going to go heel.
is potentially going to go heel, or what they'll do is they'll have the two other bad women
So that's the real prediction.
attack Bailey and turn Bailey face.
Gotcha. That's the real prediction.
So the winner really
Which one of
isn't-
the
right.
each groups is going to turn to the other side?
But you know what?
Becky Lynch and Lita are the champions. They're the tag team champions.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a 6-woman
But
tag.
if they're tag team champions, they're not going to break up. So you know what I'm saying? Like Lita's not going to turn if they're tag team champions.
Okay, so you know what, Brian? You
Maybe
just convinced me.
Trish will turn.
No, you know what? Nah, Trish and Lita uphold their fucking honor because it's WrestleMania Hall
They're
of Fame
champions,
weekend.
right?
No, they're not. Lita and Bailey are champions.
Lita and Becky.
Lita and Becky are
Right.
champions.
Yes.
Right. And Trish has come in as a third party.
Mm-hmm.
So the original rumor was that one of the Legends was going to turn on Becky. Nah. I don't think that. We keep all three Legends intact, Becky included. Titles are not even on the line. The good guys win, but guess what happens? Because of all the poison that Becky has put in the brains, of Dakota Sky
Point it right
and
in.
fucking Io Shirilla, they beat up Bailey. Bailey becomes a good guy. That's my
Okay.
take.
Pat's
But-
prediction, Bailey becomes good guy.
Bailey good. That's what I'm writing on
So
your
I
brain.
think it's like either you can pick one of the three either sides and they go to the other side, or no change. That's a valid
I need
answer
a new
too.
No
no change.
fucking pen.
Can I go next?
I mean, you could also say who's going to win the match too.
Right, I'm gonna say that
I
Bailey,
need a
Io
pen.
Sky, and Dakota Kai, the heels, are gonna win the match,
Okay.
and they're gonna garner themselves a tag team championship match.
Dude, this
Okay.
is fucked, dude. Where's
Pat's not even listening.
Brian?
He's,
Just get a
he's
pen.
distracted trying to find a pen.
Here, just go.
He's
just
trying to
go.
write down the predictions.
It writes. No, I'm not.
Here, James, tell us
I
what
will
your
not
prediction
write
is.
with an impartial pen.
It's partial.
It's partial. James, thoughts?
My prediction is the same as Brian's. I don't think Bailey is going to make a positive turn. She's already been a face, and she didn't go over very well. I think that she's definitely better as a heel. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's more likely that Becky Lynch will actually make a heel turn.
Okay, Becky Lynch heel. We got a Becky Lynch heel prediction. Oh, love
All
it.
right, so I've written down for myself Bailey good, and then for James Lynch bad.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yes.
And Brian, what did you say?
I said the heels are just going to win.
And that's it.
Damage
And no
win.
change. No turns.
There's going to be no turns, and it's going to be. I mean, maybe a Trish. I would say Trish turns and helps Bailey win.
Partial Trish turn.
Is she coming back? Is that like a
No, you're already done. You put damage win.
They win. They win.
All right, Steve.
Gotcha.
Trish's
Ooh,
out.
me?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the most unlikely thing to happen?
The most unlikely.
It doesn't really matter because it's not a championship match. It's like,
Yeah, it's like
it's like up in the air.
It's up
It's
in
like
the air.
everything we've said is.
All right,
that's
then
why-
the faces win because you said heels win. I'll say faces win,
All right,
and I'll say
faces.
no change, no turns from good to bad from either side. That's
All
what I'm
right,
gonna
so
say.
I put Bailey turn good.
Gotcha.
James says Lynch bad. Mm-hmm. Brian says bad guys win.
But what does that
I
mean?
say you say good guys win.
I say good guys win, and
Who
that's
wins
it.
the match for you?
But no
You didn't
change.
say who wins
yeah,
the
he
match.
didn't
You
give
just
a
said
who
turn.
wins
You just said
though.
turn.
Oh well, I mean, who wins the match? Obviously the good guys, but it doesn't matter.
Okay,
you know,
but
I
that's
don't
part
even
of the
care.
thing. That's part of the
No,
prediction.
I'm betting. I don't care who wins.
I know, but that's dude. If you were on FanDuels right now, that would be a category.
Screw you and your
You
fan
need to
duels.
put a fucking answer in.
How dare you, dude?
You know it would be.
Anyway,
I
hey,
fucking lost too much money on that app.
Kevin Gill, thank you so much. What is this? Circle 6? What are you
Circle
saying
6 colon SVN is
Circle
pretty
six,
sick.
That's Atticus.
now? Oh,
that's
that's like a
Atticus
thing.
Koger's.
That's like he does like a thing every week. It's like a seance.
Oh, okay.
Keep him alive another 10 days.
No, I think Circle 6 is a Circle 6 is another good promotion.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
very good. Very good. Very
Atticus
good.
Koger runs it as a part of it.
How do you know? You don't know shit.
I know a little bit.
But we're doing WrestleMania. Fucking
what the
picks.
hell are
Come
you
on.
talking about?
reading comments.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
right,
reading
you're right.
comments, dude.
Damn it. All right, so we did that one. So
Team
now,
Becky, it's Mania, and it's Legends. Yeah. Okay, so I think the overall consensus for sure
Is it the faces are gonna win?
is that Becky and the Legends win. Mm-hmm. But will there be like a little aftermath, a little fucking
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
postscript?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, so I think we could all say that the Legends are going to win. But you know, I could see Becky saying, "I didn't need y'all in the first place."
Mm-hmm. It'd be
Then
interesting.
I could see
There-
another thing happening. All right.
It's tough to make predictions like this because there could be something like weird that happens.
Hey,
That,
you
like,
know what? It's 2 nights.
you
It's
could
been
call it
40
either
minutes.
way.
We've been through 2. So what's the next one?
Yeah.
we're gonna go right into Brock Lesnar versus Omos.
Lesnar, almost.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you know what? I'm going Lesnar, just straight up. What do you think, James?
I don't think Lesnar's rolling over for that guy. That guy sucks, and it's Lesnar all day.
That's a good take. Good take, James, and bad take, Bri. Brian, what do you think? dude?
I mean I don't know because if Omos loses, he's like an embarrassment. He's never won a match.
What does he even have to live for?
What does he have to live for?
Yo,
he's
how about
getting
this?
paid, I guess. He's having a WrestleMania match with Brock Lesnar, but I can't see him winning.
What if you say it's like?
Maybe he will.
What if he
don't know,
loses
dude.
but he gets the respect handshake? What if he does? What if that happens?
Turn right into an F5.
I think Bobby Lashley helps
Smart.
Omos. Bobby Lashley helps Omos.
Yo,
You
I'm
say
sorry,
third-party
Brian,
interruption.
I am making the rules for this one, and I'm saying that there is no secret thing. You have to just pick a winner.
Almost.
Lesnar or almost?
Almost.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Lesnar for me too.
Les. All right, how about this? Ready?
But I do think it's going to be like a schmaz or some kind of thing. Something's going to happen. That's my guess.
It could be
nervous
like a
now.
broken ring type of
All right,
thing.
next
Something.
match. Next match.
Some other gimmick's going to happen.
You know
in
what?
my-
How about this?
my
How about
guess.
this? James picked Les. Steve picked Les.
Dude, you were in the Breaking Bullies video.
Yes.
That's where I know your goddamn face. Thank you. Oh, yes. And you were good, too. Watch that on YouTube, Breaking Bullies. Yeah, dude. Good to see you again, man. I knew I fucking knew your face.
So we got Les, and almost. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna change mine just to like go for the gold. Double,
a double middle.
like down, like count out, like I think they do the suplex, the ring breaks. It's totally corny.
It's something.
No winner. No winner.
No winner. Yeah. I think so, too.
That's what I'm kind of thinking.
That's what I think,
And
too.
I only-
but
I
you
only-
yourself just said you got to pick a winner. So now it's like,
That's
oh, wait,
tough.
no, there's a third
am I
option.
cheating? Am I cheating? Okay, you know
Talk
what?
about hypocrisy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding.
Am
I'm kidding.
am I noiring it? All right.
Yeah, you might
I'm going
be.
to do less. I'm going to do less. Then.
All right,
We're gonna do less.
we're keeping this moving. We're
Right, keep it
going
moving, keep it moving.
Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul.
What?
Seth Rollins
Wow.
versus Logan Paul.
I won't talk about the backstory, but I want to know.
I'm going to
what
go
else.
Rollins.
Seth
I'm gonna go Rollins straight up.
Logan Paul. Maybe this is the fucking no winner. Maybe this is that one. I don't know.
Ooh, you think 30-minute Broadway for fucking bullshit? Nah.
Yeah, because you could see Lesnar just giving him F5 and that's it. He's done.
Nah, I think this
5
is
minute
like
match.
This is a situation
You
where
know?
Seth Rollins has been teaching Logan Paul a match for like weeks.
It's part of the story that he's been his mentor, Seth Rollins.
no,
Oh, okay.
not no. Just teaching him. It's like we're calling each other out.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing a match, like, and I think that it's like I think Seth Rollins is sitting around saying, "Yo, Logan Paul is dope.
Well, can I ask
can
this
have
question?
A dope match with him.
Can I ask
So
this
I'm gonna
question?
I'm gonna put this out there and like I want to work together. And I think Seth Rollins has set up a 40-minute, 30-minute Ring of Honor match for himself and Logan Paul, in which Logan Paul gets over, but Seth wins. That's what I think.
Yeah. Has Logan Paul ever wrestled on any other show?
Dude,
SmackDown.
Logan Paul is the
So he's
legit.
been a thing.
He's the man.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And people
he
like
is like
him.
probably the best wrestling celebrity maybe of all time. Possibly of all time.
Oh wow.
Except for maybe Andy Kaufman, who's going into the Hall of Fame this year.
He didn't
and maybe
wrestle like Logan Paul though.
well, but the angle,
And
He was
so
a
he
good
still loses
performer.
though. Logan Paul still loses then.
dude. Logan Paul's fought.
I'm
Roman
saying
Reigns.
in
He fought
your
Roman
prediction.
Reigns. He was in the Royal Rumble. He was the Miz's tag team partner
Yeah, he's dope.
against.
He's legit.
No, but I'm
I can't
asking
remember
you.
who they wrestled. Was
Despite your respect for him, and you're saying he's the best thing right now, you still think he loses in this prediction?
Oh, absolutely, because Seth Rollins is a real wrestler. Seth Rollins' angle on this whole thing is like, yo, Logan Paul's just in it for himself. He's just in it for the views. Yo, I'm a classically trained wrestler. I dedicate my whole fucking life to this, dude.
Yeah.
Logan Paul's just a fucking, like, a tourist.
You're too much of
man.
an outsider.
He's just an outsider, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, and Logan Paul, yo, he makes a good case.
Yeah.
He's an athlete. And yo, and you know what? The lead up is like fucking dead giveaway. Logan Paul got one up on Seth the last 2 times. Knockout. Because he's like a boxing fuck,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's one of these boxing fucks. So it's like, oh, okay, this is all just like a smoke screen,
Yep.
sympathy
Okay.
for Rollins to teach him a wrestling lesson.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Yo, and
I'm
it
on your
comes-
side.
and-
You
and
sold
it-
me. You sold me.
All right, cool.
So I'm gonna say Seth Rollins, but Logan still gets over. Yeah, I'm on your. You sold me.
Yeah, and Rollins, and to me, Rollins is like a good dude.
Yeah.
I don't think he actually thinks those things about fucking Logan Paul.
No,
He's
no.
just saying like, yo, you know what? You've had these many good matches.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, yo, you're the shit.
Yeah.
So, yo, let's have like Ricky Steamboat, Macho Man, me and you.
Yeah.
I think that's what Rollins
Do you
is pitched.
think that they play any Miz angle because of the relationship between Miz and Logan Paul you just mentioned?
I would hope not, but I couldn't rule it out. I could see Miz coming in and just
Some
doing
angle.
a stupid thing.
Yeah.
And it just being a thing. Yeah, I could see something like that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Cool.
That's not the worst idea in the world. In my wrestling purist.
Yeah. You don't want any
WrestleMania mind,
interference. Yeah.
I want to think about Seth Rollins like caring so much about the biz and
Yeah.
then like doing what I just said. But I can totally see a Miz Maurice fucking.
Especially because it's WrestleMania, and they always throw in those weird moments in WrestleMania.
But you'd hope like
Did
maybe
we all
that-
get our goddamn predictions for this?
Oh,
one?
sorry. Yes, let's move
Sorry,
on.
go ahead,
Sorry,
Brian.
let's move on.
It's like
Predictions.
15 more matches.
Good Lord. Well, we are going a half hour over.
So let's go fast. Go ahead. What do you think, Brian?
So 15
Rollins or Paul?
Rollins.
Nice.
Hold your
Why?
microphone to James's face. Rollins or Paul?
I was almost sold, but I'm going to be devil's advocate. I'm going to say Logan Paul on
Nice.
this one. I'm going to say
Gotta be someone who
he
does it.
looks fantastic. He has looked fantastic in all of his matches. I'm a big fan of what he's been doing in the wrestling ring, and I think he gets a roll up on Rollins. I think he's going to catch him by surprise.
Nice.
I think it's not going to be a legitimate win.
Roll
Okay.
up, wait, how about this? Roll up with feet on second rope?
I don't
or
know about
regular
all
rope?
that. I could
Tights?
see that. I could see something like that happening. He's going to eke out the win, and he's going to surprise Rollins.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be
classic.
it's going to be a sick moment.
Okay, cool.
And I think that the only thing that makes me think that that's not going to happen is that the fact that he's not really like a a mainstay, you know, on Raw and things like
Yeah.
that. And it's just like he's just coming in for
but
WrestleMania.
you know what? Actually, to support your thought, how about this? Logan wins, rides off into the sunset. He's
Right.
not around until like SummerSlam.
Right.
But then, because Seth Rollins thinks he's the Joker, now he has a reason to like delve deeper into like insanity and like explore his.
It could be a whole new
angry
arc.
character.
It could be a
Right.
whole new arc for him. Yeah, I got.
He lost to the celebrity. You know, yeah, I can. Okay,
I got Paul. You know what I mean? I think
All
he's
right.
he's going to get a illegitimate win, some way, shape, or form.
I
He's
wrote
going to
here
roll
a
him up.
log P.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be a
Log
roll up.
P.
So
All right,
that's
go ahead.
my prediction.
Great take.
I was with you. I said already. I'm with you. You sold me. Rollins, but Longo's over. But what you just said was great, and the
Yeah,
following
that's
potential
also-
storyline, good too. And nice to have a new arc. Is that the type of risk WWE is going to take to go off on this
Well,
new
that
thing?
does make sense, so that Rollins can take a loss and make it a story the next night, and Logan Paul could go home.
Yeah.
Whereas if Logan Paul loses and Seth Rollins wins, I mean, I guess you could do the same thing. You could still come out and be like,
Yeah.
you know. I
But
don't know.
also, like, if you,
point.
as a corporation, if you've established this character and the storyline, like, why is it time for that kind of a story arc for him? Is it has he been explored a lot? You know.
Brian, this is so fruity.
That's what I drink.
Oh my God, this is like
I want some.
Here, taste this, Steve. Cut to yourself while you drink it, please.
Tell me how delicious it is. Delicious it is.
Delicious.
Right. You understand me?
I gotta get this for my
serious?
wife. I gotta get this for
You
my wife.
understand
You guys
me.
are crazy.
What's
dude.
this called? Pie series.
It's basically like baby food beer.
Who doesn't want that?
Victoria would love
Baby
that.
beer food.
Yeah, Victoria would love that.
Dude, it's literally like a.
It's really good.
Baby food. Here, you want to taste this? Taste
It does have a baby food flavor to it, but it's not
Banana.
bad.
It's banana.
Bananas.
Banana
yeah.
baby
It's-
food.
It's banana baby food. Hell yeah. I hope it is.
Decadent and delicious.
Yeah.
Dude.
Who doesn't want a decadent, delicious beer?
One
All right,
of
you know what?
us.
One of us. All right, I take it back. Brian, next match. Give me something else here.
Let's go with this
go until
four-way
we
tag. Four-way tag. It's Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus
Ricochet. Remember him at the
Montez-
Elks Lodge, Pat? Ricochet.
What's the other guy's name? Montez and Dawkins. Montez and
There's
Dawkins.
a Boulevard Bullies
Then you got
video with
Otis,
Ricochet where Pat
Otis
interviews
and,
Ricochet.
Gable
Go look at the video.
and the Viking Raiders.
James, did you know that Pat interviewed Ricochet at the Elks Lodge 5 or 6 years ago or more? Yes, he did. God damn it.
I saw Ricochet wrestle for HOG a number of years back, and he blew me away.
Wow.
I was actually, it was him versus AJ Styles.
Wow.
And I was jeering. I was booing the shit out of Ricochet because I had
Yeah.
no idea who he was.
Yeah.
And he came over to the crowd. I was right in the front, and he ripped off my hat and stomped it on the floor. And it was a sick moment that I'll honestly never forget.
That's
so
great.
big fan of Ricochet.
Good. Yeah. Pat, do you remember what year that was? The Boulevard Bullies video with Ricochet at the Elks
God,
Lodge?
dude, 2019.
13,
And you know,
14?
dude. Oh my God, it's so stupid because like.
But we knew he was
we
a
went
big
up-
deal.
Yeah, we knew. We picked out who we knew.
Yeah.
And you know, it wasn't like we were like some kind of like amazing
No.
theorist. Like he was already.
Yeah, he was already
Yeah.
a big deal.
Yeah, and he fought Amazing Red at that show at the Elks Lodge. And you know, because we were just scumbags.
It was fuck, marry,
weirdos.
kill, right?
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and like we could have asked him anything. Hey, tell us about that match.
Yeah,
with
no,
this guy.
no.
And it was like, hey, you know, you just wrestled Zack Sabre Jr. Fuck, marry, kill. Zack Sabre Jr., Zach Morris, or Zach Galifianakis.
It's just not stable. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
pick it up
don't
again.
even worry. What would you do, chat? Zack Sabre Jr., Zach Morris, Zach Galifianakis.
Fuck, marry,
Fuck,
kill.
marry, kill.
not easy.
Put your answers in the
It's
chat.
not easy. Fuck, marry, kill.
That's great.
Zack Sabre Jr., Zach Galifianakis, Zack Sabre Jr.
All right, think on that, and let's do the next
Said
prediction.
Zack
Let's-
Sabre Jr. twice.
Yeah, you know what? Just rewind it, edit that.
All
Who
right,
was the third Zach?
next prediction.
Morris.
All right, so Brian, why would you give us a bullshit four-way tag match?
Because we're going through the matches. You want to
Skip that one. Now go to the ones that matter. Go to the ones that matter.
Jesus Christ!
What do you want me to do?
This jobber versus that.
Should we just do the main events? What do you want?
Yeah. Do like 3 before the main event.
All right, so we're going John Cena, Austin Theory for the United States Championship.
Wait a minute. Isn't that the tutorial mission?
No,
That's Xavier Woods.
You're so close.
Cena. That's my prediction. I'll go Cena. Boom. Done. Move on. Next match.
Wait, hold on.
While you
think
think
it's
about it, I'm
Cena?
gonna pee. Be right
Yo,
back.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go.
know,
I'm
man.
gonna
I
go
think-
Austin.
You're going. I mean, if Austin loses, he's like a joke. It's just like it's like the almost situation.
He has to. He has to.
He has to win.
What do you think, Brian?
I think it's going to be
Final
Theory.
answer.
Theory.
Theory.
If John Cena wins, that'll be such a slap in Theory's goddamn mouth.
I would love. I really, really, really would love John Cena to win
Just shit on him.
because, like, I love new John Cena. I love seeing John Cena come out. Yo, in 2013, 14 versus CM Punk or whatever the fuck, I was the booing John Cena guy.
Right.
But, you know, I think, like, he kind of, like, won me over before. I would like to think, you know, as all punk rockers would, I would like to think that I was, like, kind of turning good on John Cena before everybody else was, you know? Well, I was like, you know what? I feel like I figured out I want to be a contrarian. I want to cheer him now. But you know what it was? We did a Royal Rumble gambling game. And it was the year that John Cena won when everyone was, like, the most upset. It was like 2014, 15. And, you know, every year, whoever had the winning number would win like a few $100s.
Right.
So, like, I had like 26 or whatever the fuck. And John Cena won. And from that moment on,
Big John Cena.
I was a John Cena fan. And, you know, of course, because then in the room with everybody else who gambled, they were like, oh, not only are we upset that our guy didn't win, but we're extra upset because John Cena won again. And I was sitting there like rolling in dough because John Cena, the guy who everyone thought would win but hoped wouldn't, won.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah, John Cena made me $300. Guess what? Hustle, loyalty, respect, dude. Hustle, loyalty, respect.
I gotta say,
Your time is up. My time is now.
a battle.
Can't see you.
So I said Austin. Brian said Austin. Steve said Cena.
I said Cena right away.
James, what do you think?
I mean, so far to me, this Mania seemed it's got a real overarching theme of legend versus the new up-and-coming guy. And with the exception of Brock Lesnar, because I just can't see him losing to that guy almost. I just don't because of the I'm bypassing kayfabe a little bit here, and I'm going because Brock Lesnar as a personal person, he's just not going to go over for that guy almost period. So, and and that's the only match that I'm going not against the new guy, or I'm going against the new guy. I'm going Austin with this match.
Austin.
I think it's going to be a more of a turning of a, passing of the torch again.
I think that's a great choice because
I don't know, man. I disagree.
Me, Brian, and you all said Austin. Steve doesn't know shit about wrestling. He said Cena.
Yeah.
So obviously we're right.
Okay. So wait, I'm the only one who said Cena?
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's a
Okay.
fair
That would be a huge
thought process.
I-
That's
Brian says.
watch out for Hoodfoot, man.
Yo, Hoodfoot, who do you think's gonna win?
Mo.
Yo, even Hoodfoot said Austin Theory, dude.
Damn. Okay.
knows?
Steve, you're screwed.
Maybe it's Edge.
Yo, I
All
want.
right. Speaking of Edge,
Oh, speaking of Edge.
Yeah, that's the next. Oh, great.
Now wait, hold
transition.
on. Now this is an Edge match, Steve.
Okay.
Now, because Brian, I don't want to explain the whole thing to you, but Steve, as somebody who knows nothing about wrestling, who's somebody if he got more predictions right than us,
You both.
we
eat the
would
shit.
be so stupid.
we Bronzinos, bro.
We'd be
both of you.
We'd be two raw bronzinos just flapping in the wind. Right? But Steve somehow picked Edge to be the Royal Rumble winner.
And I got it right.
In a world, dude, that was probably like, I don't know if you guys know about DraftKings, our potential sponsor, but
like a 4,000 underdog.
hold on, boom, yeah, that's like a plus 10,000. Yeah, that's a and Steve, just because he's an idiot, and he last watched wrestling in 2004, was like Edge, and Edge won the Royal Rumble.
Do you remember
this
what
year.
I said about 10 minutes ago? I said, what is the most unlikely? And I think like writers of television shows, writers of wrestling storylines, writers of any good fiction will say, What is the most unlikely? The show How to Get Away with Murder was based on that because they literally do what is the most unlikely, and then they spend the rest of the whole season justifying
Sounds
it.
like a shitty ass show.
Yeah. Have you seen How to Get Away with Murder, James? Because you're nodding.
Of course he hasn't. He's a normal.
We're
I have not.
changing
We
the
didn't
topic.
even get to
All right,
the edge.
yeah,
match.
That's how the show
All right,
works.
let's just
though.
get to the edge match. Stop talking about the stupid show.
All right, so this is going to be a hell in
Trying
a
to save
cell
me.
match.
So, dude,
Trying to unbury me.
So, Brian, put the goddamn shit to your
All
face
to my lips,
and
to my
explain
lips.
to Steve what is happening with Edge and Finn Balor. Please sell it to him.
And he's
sell
the
it.
demon. I know about the demon.
Look at Edge's face in this picture. He looks like he's rotting.
I don't want to look at it, Brian.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right.
Don't show it to camera because we'll get demonetized.
Right, won't
Don't
show
even
it.
show
But
any
Edge basically created the Judgment Day, right?
Okay.
And now
That's
Finn
different
Balor,
from the New Day. I know.
Yes,
I'm just
not the
kidding.
same day.
I'm kidding.
Different day.
Different
Finn
day.
Finn Balor is the new.
Different day. Okay.
Pat literally tells me to do something
Just
and
try
then
to
tells me
focus.
it's the worst.
No. It was me. He's telling I was the worst. That's fine.
Just go ahead.
What
Both
I'm
of
telling you
are
is
the
that
worst.
it's Edge versus Finn Balor, the originator of the Judgment Day,
Yeah.
versus the new leader of the Judgment Day.
Okay.
And it's going to be Demon Finn Balor versus Edge
Yeah.
in a Hell in a Cell.
Ooh, cool. Cool.
Devil Edge.
Devil Edge? What does that mean?
That means he's going to the pits of hell.
So is
bring
he going to
out-
be a demon? Devil Edge? What does that mean?
I think the rumors are that he's going to be like his OG brood self. It's going to
Okay,
be, it's gonna be like
I'm
a
gonna go
vampire.
ahead
He's
and
going
say
to be like a vampire.
there's so much backstory here that I'm not caught up on that
Right.
I don't think I can make
Pat
a good
told
enough
me to explain
prediction.
this to you.
No, I appreciate it too. I really do. But I don't think my prediction is going to be like the Royal Rumble prediction. Like there's a lot going on here that I can't base a good enough guess on.
Just tell us
But-
if you think Edge is going to win.
But I think it's Edge.
Has the demon ever lost?
dude,
has the
you know what?
demon ever
I'm gonna save us some time.
Is Taker wrestling?
If Steve says
This is the Taker match. Is what I'm going to say. This is the one that's going to have the most mystique. There might be, because he's the demon. That's a, very crazy, almost mad mystical thing. And there's nothing going on with Wyatt, right? Like, yeah. So this is that match, I think.
CMB.
So I think this is going to be
Steve, you're being told by Jedi Joe, a coveted and respected viewer and source. He's a news source. He says, that's the thing, Steve. There is zero backstory.
Okay. But there's a lot of wrestling history there, who these two people are and stuff, that I'm not really caught up on.
Steve, Edge is just as good of a fucking guess as anything else. Brian, what do you think? Demon Finn or potentially Brood Edge?
I don't know. I think that Demon Finn is potentially. I think he's undefeated anytime he's become the demon.
You know what? I'm going
Finn. I think I'm going Finn too.
Cool.
Brian's going Finn.
Adam says Demon lost to Samoa Joe in NXT. Does that count?
Samoa Joe.
Question mark.
Does that count?
Joa? Did I say that? My bad.
So, Steve, are you going Edge or Finn?
Who do you think, bro? Who do you think? I already said Edge, but it's Edge.
I would love for Edge to win.
They're both legends in their own right. Okay. I don't
James
know
is just on
why
the show
they.
now.
I don't know why they would have Edge win the Royal Rumble and not give him a big push at WrestleMania. And the fact that you said, Steve, that he's going to kind of be that kind of new Undertaker-ish kind of character at this point, right? Am I wrong? Is he going to? Is he going to? Oh, that was last year.
Edge won it last year.
Oh well.
No, Ed.
fuck
That
me.
was a couple years ago.
It was a few years ago that Edge won the.
Oh well, I'm totally behind then.
No, it's okay.
And if that's the case, I wanted to say Edge, and I think they're going to give him a big WrestleMania moment. I'm going Edge.
Good.
Hell yeah, let's
Can
go.
I clarify though? When you said Devil Edge,
Demon Edge.
Well, no, because
Devil
he
Edge,
said he
Demon Finn.
Right,
Balor.
he said he
All right,
wants
we
the
don't.
demon.
We have no time.
Okay,
Who cares?
all right, okay.
Edge is basically going to do nostalgia Edge. He's going to throw back to when he was drinking blood.
You think that's your thing? Yeah.
No, that's
yeah,
what's
yeah,
going to
yeah.
happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Finn Balor went back to his demon, weird
Yeah, yeah,
Undertaker type gimmick.
That's what I think this match is
Supernatural,
going to be.
paranormal.
I think there's going to be magic in this match.
There's a magic match.
Yeah, magic
You nailed
match.
it.
Yeah,
Got
that's
it.
what I think.
Right, give me another match.
But I
God
think
damn
Edge
it.
wins.
All right, so now we're going to the tag team championship. The Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Usos versus
Oh my God.
Sammy and Kevin. Do you know about this, Steve?
I know enough to know that Sammy's gonna lose, and I want him to
Wow.
win. I want him to win. I know that much. That's my guess. Sammy and Kevin's gonna lose.
It's going to be a complete downfall of the bloodline.
Yeah. I want him to
Downfall.
win.
He's
I'd be
going
happy
to.
if they do.
Him and Kevin Owens are going to win.
All right, so you
good.
think
I love
Sammy
that.
and Kevin?
I love that. Good. Prove me wrong, Brian.
Going to.
Good.
You know what? You know, here's the thing.
That was a pause as long as Robert Noir.
I know in my heart that Roman is not ready to lose. Roman's 400, 500, 600 day, whatever. It was like a pre-pandemic fucking run, right? That he's on.
Yeah.
And they think like Roman's going to lose, right? That,
I thought we were talking about the Usos and somebody else.
Well, I'm
You're getting there.
soon.
Okay, yeah, get there because I'm confused.
So the thing is that, like, I know that Roman is trying to go be in movies.
Yeah.
If I didn't know that, I would think Roman can't lose and shouldn't lose. But I already know that Roman's trying to. It's just not. Am I bugging, Brian? You know this is a thing, right? He's been trying to go in movies.
Yeah, he's
right?
trying to be the next Rock.
But the thing is that Cody got injured. They're like, hey, we can't do it yet. You got to wait for Cody to come back. Cody could carry us. After that, you could go do movies. So guess what? Cody's back. It's time to lose at WrestleMania and go do movies. So because of that,
You think it's not going to be him?
I think Roman loses.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
Roman to win.
Yeah. This is the opposite of me.
I think that Roman and the Bloodline should win.
Yeah.
And they should do it another 6 months, dude.
Yeah.
Let's get it going.
Yeah.
They only now formed this like little faction to like fight
That's
them.
what you want.
But what's gonna happen
Yeah.
is
It's not what you want. Which I think they do as well. They do that.
so basically I'm gonna jump ahead 100%. Cody wins, but I think the Usos retain.
Okay.
I think the Usos retain. That's where I'm at.
I think that's what I said too. I think Seth and Sammy, or not Seth, Kevin.
Sammy and Kevin.
lose.
Brian, what did you say? Kevin and Sammy. James.
Yeah, I mean the Usos have been tag team champs for like ever now.
It's been the longest reign.
And I'm absolutely sick of their faces as tag champs.
Which is why they're
see,
going to
I
retain.
love them more than
Which is
ever,
why they're
yeah.
going to retain.
I love Kevin Owens and I love Sami Zayn, and the two of them together are fantastic. I hope they win this match. My heart is going with Kevin and Sami.
So your heart's
Going
going
with a
your
heart
prediction
pick.
is going with
I'm
your
going
heart.
with the rare heart pick
Yeah,
because
you're
usually
going with
I
the
will
heart pick.
I will pick with my head. This
I love
one
that.
I can't stand the Usos. I don't not stand them, but I think their reign is over and it's time for some nice.
Well, let me ask you this follow-up question. What do you think is more likely?
Logan said something funny.
What do you think is more likely? Usos beat I'm sorry. Hey, hi.
Hello.
Let me ask
Hey.
you a follow-up question.
Yeah.
What do you think is more likely? Kevin and Sammy win the tag titles, or Cody beats Roman?
In a perfect world, both of those things would happen. I don't like Roman either, and I would love to see Cody Rhodes win the title. You're right. The likelihood of both of those things happening on the same night are very improbable. I don't know though. I want to go. I'm gonna pick Cody anyway, just because sometimes you got to pick with your heart. Sometimes you got to go with what you want to have happen. And I don't know enough to say one way or another for sure, definitively.
I appreciate that. Go
So-
pick it.
I want Kevin and
So you
and
go
Sammy to
Kevin
win,
and Sammy and Cody.
and I want Cody to win.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hell
let's
yeah,
just go
dude.
on the
I
record.
love that.
And we're not going jumping right to it, but since we're on the topic,
No, we're doing it. I'm writing these down too.
Yeah. That's what you're rooting for.
So
what you want.
Brian,
Yeah, I love that.
tell me,
I love
tell me definitively, whatever you've said before, just know that I didn't pay attention to.
Right. It's just a full
So-
downfall of the bloodline.
Yeah.
Cody wins.
So you're
Cody
doing the
wins.
same. KO, Sammy,
And they're going to all celebrate in the
all
ring
three
together.
in the ring at the end.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
think Kevin and
God.
Sammy might come out with at the end and help that Roman. help Cody because the bloodline will be there.
They already won one. That's the tag team thing. The Sammy and
They beat the Usos, then the Usos will.
Then they come out to help. Oh,
Right.
cool.
Oh, dude, you know what?
Interesting.
Well, I'll even say this.
A
Like,
night of faces. A
oh
night
my
of
I love
faces.
that.
I don't know how I feel. I feel like you guys are right. You guys are, like making me see the light,
Yeah.
and I don't know how I feel about that. But how about this? I really don't want. I just feel like all of them know, all 6 of them know, that no interference can cause any win from either other party because that diminishes the win.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we got clean victory by the Kevin Owens and the Sammy. Maybe the Usos run out. Kevin Owens and Sammy block them. Fucking something, Paul Heyman, something.
Yeah.
And-
Talk about WrestleMania moments. That's a WrestleMania moment.
and then Cody's going to win. Adrenaline in my soul. Something, Cody Rhodes.
Right.
There's the clip for social media right there.
All right, so you know what, dude? You know what? But just to be fucking contrarian, I'm going to go Usos and Cody. So I got Usos and Cody. Brian's got Sammy, Kevin, and Cody. James has got Sammy, Kevin, and Cody. So, Steve, here's the deal.
Well, I already said who I think the Sammy.
Well, just say it again,
They
goddammit.
lose. Sammy and Kevin lose. I'm still
So,
thinking about
Usos.
Cody. Yeah, Usos. I'm still thinking about Cody Roman.
I think Usos Cody would be a good pick, yeah.
That's a tough one. Is it finally time?
That's what I did.
Because I think about big companies, and I think about how they just want to keep everything the same. They never want to change it. They never take any risks, and that would be Roman. And to do the different.
Now,
thing.
see, you could switch. If you're a big company,
Yeah.
you could switch Roman and Cody, knowing that Roman's going to go do movies.
Yeah.
Cody can handle it.
That's-
but you wouldn't switch Usos for Sammy and Kevin.
Whatever.
If you were a
I'm
big
thinking
company.
about Cody Roman right now. Not thinking about that one.
Adrenaline.
So it's tough for me to decide. I think Roman. I have to go Roman. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, for a couple of reasons. To me, the storyline is like you can't go out and start your own wrestling company and then come back and win. I'm sorry, you can't do that. You can't go. You can't go and make
Steve,
competition.
understanding what AEW is.
You can't
Wow,
go
look
and
at
make
this guy.
competition and then come back and win. I'm sorry, you're competition, and it doesn't matter if you're not with them anymore. You made a whole fucking entity, or was taking part in making a whole entity to rival us, and now you're back and you want the main fucking title. I don't know. Like, you know what? Roman's gonna win and still do movies. Fuck you, Cody. That's
Wow.
that's my statement.
Yo, I love that. I fucking love that, Steve. Steve, who are
Once
you?
and again, once in a while, I can kind of make people pop, I guess.
Dude, you know what? I love that too. And you know what? Dude, I just feel like you're right. Maybe there might
Did
be a
I
thing.
sell you?
Like, it's kind of sold me because it's like, you know, Vince McMahon kind of stepped aside, right? Mm-hmm. And Triple H, like,
A man who swallowed up all the wrestling promotions around.
right,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, all these things are happening. Then all of a sudden, Vince McMahon comes back.
Oh, you want a Vince McMahon return now? Is that what you want?
Can we go past kayfabe for a second, right? Can we go into the whole booking of it?
I
right?
don't care. Yeah.
For a
that's-
second,
whatever
right?
you
Is
want.
that is that in bounds on the?
Yeah.
right
Nothing
here?
is out of bounds
Because
in the show.
here's
Have
the
you
thing.
been watching? Yeah.
To your point, right? To make his own company and to come back and to be the main event and to fight for the title itself, you got to ask yourself, like, why would Cody even want to do that? Like, why? If I'm gonna come back, you better pay me and you better give me that title.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because why would I come back just to lose to your top guy? If you're gonna make me come back, if you're gonna have me come back just to lose, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Yeah.
Why
That
would I
makes
even?
sense.
Why would I even want to come back?
So
you
do you
better
think
make me.
a
If I'm
screw
coming
job
back,
is in
I'm
order?
gonna be the champion.
So
That's
you
what
think
I
it's,
think.
it's in the contract. Like, hey,
I
I'm gonna
think that
win.
I think that it might
That's a
have
good
something
point.
to do with it.
That's a
Like
good
if I
point.
come in there, you better make me champ. Otherwise, why even make me come? Why bother having me come back? I'm going to stay. And do
I
whatever
mean,
to
I
keep
could
doing
see
what
a
I'm doing.
reason. I could see him not getting along with the other creators and the other founders of AEW.
There
him
may
just
be a whole
wedging
bunch of
himself out because he's having a bad thing, and now he's coming back hat in hand to WWE.
Well,
I
But
don't
know
see him.
what-
I don't see him fighting for the title and losing the title. If you're going to come back, just be one of the regular mill guys again. To have to fight for the title and then have me lose it in my first in my match when I'm coming back.
So
That doesn't
he
seem-
wouldn't have come back to WWE unless he was going to win the title.
That's what I'm thinking.
But I think that's also a lot of what's on people's minds, and that also goes back to my thought of like, what is the most unlikely?
Hoodfoot, what do
And
you
that
think?
happens in wrestling. But that's a very good point. It's a very good point. I still think it's Roman.
That is a great point. I think it's just who else. If not now, then who?
So
So it's
Cody.
got to be him.
Cody.
Whether it was an ask, which is not, honestly, that's not a bad ask. I just feel like, man, I'll tell you this: if I was a coworker of this guy Cody Rhodes, he'd probably annoy the fucking shit out of me, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he would be the guy at like McDonald's or whatever who he really fucking cared so much,
I'm gonna make the best fucking burger.
Yeah, like he would annoy me. But as a McDonald's customer, it's like, man, you know what? This guy's a much better McDonald's employee than he was like a Bob's fucking diner type of. You know what I mean? Like he went there thinking that he was gonna be what he is now in WWE.
He went to
But what-
AEW thinking he was going to be
Thinking that he was gonna be the Hulk Hogan or whatever.
Yeah.
And he tried his best, man. He with these.
How do you know it wasn't the plan the whole time?
Nah, I don't think that. I think that he really wanted to become like
Seemed like
the
a pretty good
guy.
plan
like
in
he wanted to be
hindsight.
the John Cena of the thing, and I think he became.
Now he's going to be champion in WWE.
He is gonna. Yeah, he's
No,
gonna.
he's not. No, he's
yeah,
not.
he's gonna be. Yeah.
I think it might have been a plan the whole time.
Roman's gonna go away, and you know what I would do? I would have Solo. I would have the Bloodline in disarray for a few weeks. Series of matches between Jay and Jimmy, whatever. You're right.
Yeah.
And then I would have fucking Solo become like the new boss.
Solo.
Solo Sikoa. I would have him like he's like the enforcer.
Wow.
And I would have him like step up because in Sopranos, what happens, dude? The next guy steps up.
Yeah.
And the guy in season 1 who you thought was a fucking bitch,
Shlomo.
Shlomyville,
Yeah, Goomba.
he all of a sudden.
Now he's in a.
Hey, James, thanks for coming, dude.
Now he's a capo.
No, we should end this show. We're heading on 3 hours.
Yeah, we should wrap it up.
What else is going on?
Are we? Is that the only predictions we're going to do? I mean,
Well, how many more matches are there? Because we're running late on time.
there's like 6 more matches.
Can we do rapid fire? Okay, we are not allowed to pontificate. We have to hear the person and do the thing. No explanation. Go.
James isn't here.
Well, too bad. He picked a bad time to pee.
Dude, we're all fucked.
All right,
let's
Charlotte
go.
versus Rhea.
Charlotte. Done. Go.
Rhea.
Next. Rhea. Good.
Hold on. I'm going Rhea.
Okay, next.
Wait, hold on. I have to at least know.
I mean, we have this video to
Bianca
look upon.
and Asuka.
Oh my God, hold on.
Asuka.
Sorry.
I want Asuka.
Oscar, Brian,
I go Bianca.
B. I'm going Bianca.
Nice. Next one.
Triple threat intercontinental. Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Gunther.
Versus
That's
No.
all. That's the
That's-
3 of them. God damn it,
Sheamus. I'm
Triple
going
threat,
Sheamus.
triple
I'm
threat.
going Sheamus. Sorry. My bad. I misheard.
Brian,
I go Gunther.
Gunt. All right, I'll go Drew.
Nice.
Then there's this whole women's match with a whole bunch
No. Next match.
Nope, that's it. That's the last match.
All right, next night.
No, that's it.
We did it. All right,
Awesome. We did
let's
it.
You know what? I don't even want to review.
We're not going to review.
If
We're
you
going
guys
to
want to, if you guys want to review, tune in goddamn next week.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll all be on a Zoom call.
My birthday.
Yeah. happy
Rebar
birthday.
mitzvah.
Yeah, it's Brian's birthday, and we're doing a rebar mitzvah next week.
Yeah.
might wear a
Rebar.
It's a
Mitzvah.
rebar
Mitzvah.
mitzvah.
Right.
Dude, it's going to be awesome. MJF had a rebar mitzvah.
Are you going to give me a present?
Yeah.
You actually gave me this, my birthday. The Schlack board that fell that was here the whole show.
By the way, do we have a super chat winner? Anything like that?
Yes, Daniel donated $1 or something, and the other guy donated.
All right, so
Stein.
Logan signs at 15. He wants the laminate.
So that means Daniel won the card pack.
And Daniel won the card. So this is the laminate.
Don't
The
throw
card
it.
pack.
There you go.
Okay.
Logan Stein.
Are
Pajama
we going to
Jan.
give our final
Dan.
thoughts?
You are the winners, unless in the last minute and a half of the show, someone wants to donate more than $15.
There's 10
no, don't
motherfuckers in
even
here.
entice
It's still
it.
open, but
'Cause I
we'll
don't
close
even
it in
wanna-
30 seconds. In 30 seconds.
8x10s in here.
But yeah, this was great. So we got through all the predictions.
Come on, sit here, James.
I mean, we didn't touch upon all the topics, but it is kind of late. So, oh God, what's
Yeah,
that?
I mean, listen. This show probably was the most insane one we've ever done.
I
love
enjoyed it.
Honestly.
Yes,
We
the
talked
Bald
about a lot of.
Steve
I want to tell you right
signature
now.
is
We did before we went completely off the rails. We had very important conversations.
Yeah.
I mean, is that?
I want
the
to say
case?
one thing too about Logan Stein. You said Rick O''Shay.
Dude, that's a throw.
That is such. You are absolutely like
Rick
the
O'Shea.
baller OG Bullies fan.
hell
if
yeah.
you know Rick O'Shea.
And
That
you
is
know what's funny,
amazing.
dude? We released that video, Steve. I don't know if you know this. We released that video and put like Rick O'Shea in the title, like that, spelled like that.
Yeah.
RICK apostrophe
O''Shea.
right.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, whatever, nothing happened.
yeah.
And then a month later, something he would like post like Rick O'Shea, and I retweeted him, and I was like, we thought of that.
Yeah, that was us. That
was-
is
yeah.
100% Bullies.
You
Rick O'Shea.
realize that that's your name.
Yeah.
Because and he goes, no, I've been saying that for years.
Yeah, bullshit.
And I was like,
there's
I
way.
believe him.
There's
I
no way.
believe him.
And shout out Michael. That was a Michael joke. I'm pretty
That
sure.
was a Michael. That was a Michael joke.
So-
And you know what? Shout out Ricochet because you know what? It's true. He probably, when he was taking those photos, Brian, of him with his finger in his butt, he was probably tagging himself on like fucking X Peeps as fucking
Rick
Rick O'Shea,
100%. 100%.
Ashley Madison,
Him and Austin Theory.
whatever. Yeah, him and Austin Theory boasts.
So good.
Finger popping buttholes.
All right. So are we wrapping it
Well,
up? Are we wrapping it up? This has been a
Let's
lot
give
of
our
fun.
final fucking. Can I give
Oh,
my
the
final
final
thought?
thoughts. Yes,
Brian, go
yes.
ahead, please.
Everybody deserves second chances.
Wow.
There you go.
And maybe some kids shouldn't be at deathmatch shows.
Agreed.
But that's up to the parent.
Okay.
And there should be a warning.
There should be a warning.
And for XPW, there now is, and they are rated hard R.
Yep.
You love that.
Yep.
do.
Yeah.
I think Larry loves it too. And we're going to find out about Larry's thoughts next week when he's back on the show.
Yeah, you wish he was.
Yep. My final thought, or you want to go? What do you want to do? Huh? Yeah. I'm gonna go. No, James will go. James, you go. What's your final thought?
I really appreciate you guys having me on. This
Yeah.
was a fantastic time. I had a lot of fun having it.
Thanks
A
for
lot
being
of fun
here.
having the time that I've had.
Yeah,
Right.
it's been
I'm
fun.
having it. I knew what you meant.
Making the
it was fun.
predictions and talking about the XPW. This was
Yeah.
fantastic.
This
Thanks
is
so
lovely.
much.
Thank
Good
you.
night, everybody. Have a great time.
Great.
Have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you. My final thought is, wrestling is a little blurry line between reality and fiction. And that's what makes wrestling the best. And I wanted to also say, this is not my last show, but this might be my last Tuesday show. Just so you all know, I'm hopefully, knock on wood, my schedule's going to change. I might get a new gig, so
Yeah, get ready for the new Blvd Bullies versus the World on Saturday.
it might be a Saturday thing now and again. But I will say this remote setup and this we can do this shit anywhere will be somewhere with Larry Legend. That's all I want to say. And so that's my final thought. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next iteration of this show. Love you all. I'll stay on me for a minute as you need a few seconds. You want me to go to you? Okay, I'm going to cut to Pat. Here we go. Boom.
You didn't even clear it.
No one saw that.
And basically, my final thought is, I just want everyone to know that second chances are just bullshit created by selfish people.
Not as cut out as they seem to be.
And
Overrated.
positive
Second
energy,
chances, overrated.
Positive energy is just something that people with super negative energy say that they're omitting.
Yep.
And it's all a big hunk of shit. And let me tell you something else, Steve. Hey, Brian, listen up, bitch.
Listen, motherfucker.
Every single person out there can justify their behaviors by reciting histories of
Other behaviors.
other behaviors and fucking bureaucracy and hypocrisy.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And the whole thing is that the one thing, the one message that we missed out on is, hey, don't be a weirdo.
Bam, bam. Billy Galore.
And I just want to say to everybody out there listening, thanks so much for supporting Blvd Bullies, because this world is a dark place. And this world, it's a dark, horrible forest that you can't see through. And you just like searching through the clearing, just looking for light. And then you find a little break, and your own mother and father are standing there. And they have their arms reached out to you. And you walk towards them. And guess what? They sell you out. They slit your throat just for $1.
Wow.
So the only thing that you can believe in, the only thing that you can hope for, is the friendship of us.
There you go.
The Blvd Bullies!
Exactly.
So guess what? Anybody out there and anything that anybody else has to say is a lie. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Brian, take it over, baby.
Is that not the end?
No, that is the end. Out of time! Bye-bye!
Bullies.